mad for this one. Welcome to the Tiki bar, yeah. I want me say, BYOB. I that me say, pure good vibes as soon as you reach. No disrespecting, so watch your speech. 6 p.m. sharp, no hunger belly. Every Saturday, girl, them bring the jelly. Sing out, Tiki, 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 Tiki. As you arrive, respect each other. Step up to the bar, we are sister and brother. Nobody bring no bad mind thing in our convo. I deal with in the big and your free admission, don't be late. Open door policy, no apology. Winstone and Lynn, your friendly bartenders. Real people here, no pretenders. Nights with friends, no hidden agendas. We talk the things, the red spot the things, them. Make we laugh, joke, cry if we have to. Big people things, turn up if we have to. Welcome to the Tiki bar, yeah. I want me say, BYOB. I got me say, pure good vibes as soon as you reach. No disrespecting, so watch your speech. 6 p.m. sharp, no hunger belly. Every Saturday a gal and bring the jelly. Sing out, Tiki, 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 Tiki bar. Sing again. Bye. Welcome to the Tiki bar, I want me say, BYOB. I got me say, pure good vibes as soon as you reach. No disrespecting, so watch your speech. 6 p.m. sharp, no hunger belly. Every Saturday, girl, they bring the jelly. Sing on, Tiki, 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 Tiki bar.
What go on, family? Happy New Year to each and everybody in the building. Tiki bar is open in the basement. Cause you know you have to have a backup bar, you know. Yeah, man, cause it's cool outside. So blessings to each and everyone in the building. Let me see who in the building. Vibes 39, bless up. Yeah, man. Patrice, bless up yourself. I got Aaron Sue in the building. Blessings, Aaron. Who else I got? Reds. Bless up my brother. Go on. Who else in the building? Who else is in the building? Part of the simulation is in the building. Camus. Bless up yourself. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So, if you are new to the channel, make sure say, as you walk in, your price of admission, tap up the screen. All right? Leave a like on the channel. You know it, go already. All right? So, my regular subscribers know the rules already, but I'll go over the rules again. All right? So, how we work is that your price of admission again, tap up the live. All right? Leave a like. And guess what? We're going to have a great conversation, and we expect everybody to be respectful. As what I say, we don't have to agree, but we have an understanding of what we're talking about. All right? That's literally everybody have their own, points on a situation. So we are all different. We all have different opinions, but we respect each other. All right? As you see in the song, respect each other. All right? So at any given time, anyone can come up on the live. I already posted pinned the link. So let me know if the link is pinned. All you have to do is hit the pin, hit the link, and come up on the live. All right? So whenever I'm ready. So in the meantime and in between time, very simple. Welcome in, blessings. If you don't have a jacket, I will give you a jacket. Let me see. Brian McFarlane. Brian, bless up yourself. Happy New Year to you. So I will make sure that if you haven't linked up with somebody else, I'm gonna give you a little jacket so you can just join the excitement and link up with other people's on the live, because as we already said, let's grow. All right. And one thing we do, we support each other. Good vibes, K. Bless up yourself, family. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So, on the know a bar stay, I know a Tiki bar stay, The first couple of minutes, the mix and mingle. Talk to the people and we never meet yet. Introduce yourself. You might see somebody where you like, or you might see somebody where you not like. Or you might like them after you talk to them. You know what go? That's a bar stay. All right. Just remember, I say you're in a one bar. All right. And again, be respectful. All right. So no trolls over here. And you guys are my gatekeepers. All right. AKA my security. So if somebody not alive, when I act right, you know it go. Security, we are throw them out on the meals. So welcome to each and everyone. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful new year. Look, I always say give thanks. Give thanks for a great rise. Give thanks for life. I say every day we wake up, guess what? We have a better opportunity. We have a new opportunity. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new opportunity. So what you didn't accomplish last year, guess what? Every single day you wake up, you have the opportunity to accomplish that dream, that goal, that plan. All right? So never give up. Inner beauty, blessings, blessings. Welcome in. Let me go ahead and get you set up right there, so because there might be some people in here that you haven't linked up with. Yeah, man. And as what me say, if you haven't been here before, good will back up. Good evening and blessings to you, family. Welcome in, welcome in. All right. So go over the ground rules again. As you come into the bar, start mix and mingle. Talk to the people and when you never link up with before, give them a high five or a welcome or whatever you want to do. And then make sure say you be respectful of each other's comments. All right. So I give everybody a little time for kind of mix and mingle and say hi to each other. And then once I got everything set up, I eat about another 5 minutes. And then, we can go ahead and start the conversation. All right. Now we talk about the topics. So if you can see at the scrolling across the screen is the topic. So you can go and read it. I'm going to read it out once we get started, once we get some panelists up, And as I said, don't be afraid to step up to the bar. All right? Anytime you're ready, step up to the bar and we will start this conversation because I can't have a conversation by myself. Well, I could, but, in Jamaica, they call that madness. Them say the first sign of madness is when you start talking to yourself. So, can't do it by myself. I need you guys to step up to the bar whenever you're ready. No pressure. And as I say, you don't have to show your location or, you can just come up and have a blank video or a blank screen as long as we can interact and talk. Because the one opportunity we get to kind of talk to each other. The one thing where YouTube not give you is the opportunity for kind of talk to one another. So we see one another with upon each other's lives and with upon each other's videos and we comment on stuff, but we never get the opportunity to kind of really go out there. And this is the one opportunity where we get to do that until we interact like this. So don't be afraid to come up, join the conversation. Let me see who in the building. I got Inner Beauty. I got Miss TT. Mix up TT. Where I go on? I will read me. I read me. Red walk read. I walk on a walk. He couldn't even drop on half. Jesus. Reds. Man, you have to come to the front of the class. Yeah, you gotta have a talk. You can't have people that walk to the live. That the big plane, the big ninja plane. Let me see have you. You suppose you can't hold everybody on the plane. Simone, blessing sis. Happy New Year. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. That's what I say. I can say it's been a great year. 2025 has been a great year. I mean, we go through some struggles and everybody go through them struggles. Blessings to my Jamaican family who still go through it. There's a lot of people still need help. So make sure you guys go out and support any effort to help people in Jamaica. All right, it's still a tough situation for a lot of people, But again, at the end of the day, just make sure say we are here to support. J Bud, bless up yourself, my brother. Welcome in, welcome in. So again, if you haven't interacted with somebody before, make sure send the link up, all right, and talk amongst one another, and then literally where we at. Let me see. So we're at 6:10. So I'm gonna start talk about what the topic is about this time. All right. So at any time you guys can come up on the panel and we're gonna talk about it. All right. So let's get into it. All right. We're gonna try to keep it at least to an hour, maybe 2 hours. Why sometimes the tiki bar go off of the rails and we do it there for 4 hours, but we don't do that. We are trying to keep it. We value people time, so we are trying to keep it professional. You know what I say? So, Seasons, welcome yourself. Source, blessings and welcome to each and everybody in the building. That's what I say. Top up the live, top up the live. As you touch in, that is your admission to the bar. Once security give you a little armband, once you top up the live, you get the armband, and we're ready to go. All right? So, let me see what I go on in that building now. Who else me not see yet? Who else me not see yet? Now see, make sure so me not miss nobody. If I didn't call your name, raise your hands. Well, blessings to each and everyone. So anyway, this is what we are talking about this week. All right. So the authenticity in the age of culture, right? So right now, let me tell you what I got. So authenticity in the age of trend, preserving culture while navigating what's popular. All right. So what really are going on in our world right now? Well, we're talking about something every creator, artist, cultural storyteller is wrestling with right now, which is authenticity, in the age of trends, right? So trends move fast, culture moves deep, and sometimes these two collide. So whenever you guys step up, our panel will explore when trends actually amplify culture and when they begin to dilute, flatten, or misrepresent it. This isn't about 18 trends, it's about understanding how to use them without losing ourselves. All right? So, right now, I'm just waiting on a few panelists to come on so we can introduce yourself. All right? So everybody can know um, what's going on. All right, now who you are, what your channel is about, and so forth. All right. So in the meantime and in between time, I am again giving everybody a little jacket so they can poetic tears, blessings, blessings. All right. So let me get everybody set up so they can interact and mingle. Mike's Adventure, blessings, welcome in. All right. Jason and Jana, blessings, family. Welcome to the Tiki Bar. That me say. All right. So let's go. Again, if you don't have a jacket, a simple life, a simple family lifestyle, blessings and welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. All right. That's what me say again. The topic is right there, scrolling across the screen. And we just want to have a spirited conversation about certain trends what are going on in the world right now, especially upon this YouTube streets, right? And how we navigate it as youth. A lot of us in here are content creators. So how do we navigate that? How do we deal with trends while staying, rooted in our grounded in our roots, right? Not losing our authenticity, regardless of where you're from. All right. The hen house, welcome in, welcome in. Let me get you your armband here. And again, like me say, as you come in, top up the live. And as you top up the live, I'm gonna give you your armband so you can step up to the bar. All right? So don't be afraid. As what me can't talk to myself. This is a spirited conversation. This is a, one-on-one, one or two, one or three. I think I can have up to 10 people on here. All right? So depending on which one you can watch now the short form, you can watch now the widescreen, but blessings to the one. Jaden, Jaden Sue, welcome in as well. All right, God will back up. Welcome in, man. This place is packed tonight. I love it. I love it. So just because we're at a bar, don't mean we can't have a decent conversation. You know what I say? As what I say, always be respectful for each other's opinions. But I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear, what do you think it's like right now to be, and it's not just YouTube, it's in general, right? Like we interact with people every single day, even within our jobs and stuff like that, and we there might be things that we don't agree with necessarily every day that with the people that we interact with, right? But how do you, I won't even say conform, but how do you interact without losing your authenticity, right? I mean, sometimes, we're all from different places, and am I using Mars? No. I'm using StreamYard. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's all about positivity over here. I think you will realize that most of the people that come into these lives, my life, the Tiki Bar, Red's Room, Simone, I mean, all the people, Godfrey, Sir Godfrey, bless up yourself. Yeah, man, welcome in. You will find that we're all about positivity, right? No negativity, because as they say, it takes more muscles to frown than it takes to smile, So, and it's actually more beneficial for your face if you smile, you know? So, I'm still waiting for somebody to come up on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Again, Happy New Year. Welcome in to everybody. Well, I got Cross Fam. Welcome in, welcome in. Like I said, if you haven't interacted with anybody in the chat before, go ahead, mingle. When they're at the bar, mingle, mingle. Not if you're single. I mean, you could be single, but make sure you're mingle. All right. So welcome to each and everybody. All right. So I'm checking two devices right now. So I want to make sure that if you have not connected with someone, I'm going to make sure that you are able to connect with someone that you've never connected before. All right. And it look like more mingle are going at the bar than up at the bar. So I'm your bartender tonight, as always. And whenever you're ready, want to step up to the bar. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. All right. So I'm going to play some music while you guys mingle. And when somebody's ready to step up to the bar, welcome in. We start with a camera. Titi not shy. Titi is not shy. Broadcasting live from nobody in here is shy. So some people Cross fam. Really shy? Do, but when them see the who's content, shy? Come everything on. Brand new, just a preview. I see everybody's. Look, if you have a channel, you can't be shy, right? Because guess what? You have to talk to somebody, So, somebody come talk to me. All you scaredy cats out there. Now let me know. Can you guys see give me a hands up if you can see the skin link. Alright, all you gotta do is click on the link and you can come up on the live. Alright? Yeah. That's all you gotta do. Literally, all you gotta do is click on the link. Let me know if it's pinned. It should be pinned at the top of the chat. So all you gotta do is click on that link. I will get you onto the stage and we can have a conversation. Poetic, blessings. Yes, Sir Godfrey. All you gotta do is click on that link, Just click on the link. All right, so I guess with all my shy people in the building, I guess I will continue on until somebody decides they want to come up and talk to me. All right, so for all my scaredy cats, I'm just going to keep going. Oh, I see people still mix and mingling, so that's good. That's good. So anyway, what we are talking about is when we say authenticity, what does that actually mean to you as a creator? All right. Is authenticity about staying rooted or staying honest, right? Can authenticity evolve or does it have boundaries? Who decides what's authentic? The creator, the culture, you know, who I see coming up? Tony Grits.
Yo, win,
Well, go on.
win. We
Well,
don't
go
deal
on.
with shyness around here. You understand? We don't deal
That's
with
what me I
shyness.
said.
A
That's
big people
exactly
thing
what me
are
I said.
going. Big
Big
people
man thing.
conversation. All the
Yeah.
one TT are going like she's big people. She are going like a picnic.
Every day. Every day. She said
Bulk,
she
bulk.
run. She said she run 30 lives for the month of January, but yet she's free to come up
She
at
probably is.
2 o'clock.
That's the funny thing. But yeah, listen, Winstone, you got a raid. I don't know if you noticed that from
I, I
Doran.
I
From
think I had a couple of raids.
yeah,
I was
from
looking
Source.
through
From
them.
Source, he came to my thing and told him to send everybody over there. So let's make sure we hail up everybody that came in just to show
Oh yeah.
appreciation.
Yeah. I've been going through and hitting everybody up, and I'm giving everybody a jacket that's new to the channel so they can interact with the people that they haven't connected with yet. You
Awesome,
know.
awesome.
So Simone, welcome in, my sister.
Welcome in,
Happy New
Simone.
Year.
Blessings, blessings. You know what?
Thank you for the heads up, Simone.
I
Oh
didn't,
my
I
god.
didn't, I didn't want you to be the receipt at Goga's Sunday service tomorrow, bro.
Ah, see.
I'm still gonna be a receipt because I didn't fly anybody over because I didn't want to end my life.
Yeah, everybody came.
Uh,
Some people walked, some people took the Uber.
I couldn't end that live though. That live is a 12 to 11 hour live. I gotta let it run.
I see. I
yeah.
see. So I got, ooh, how you say that? Raul Corona.
Yeah,
Welcome in.
guys, come on up. Come on up. Don't be shy.
Who else I got? Who else I got? I got Clark Legacy. Brian, bless up yourself.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
in. As what I say, as you check in, top up the live. That is your admission to the bar. Blessed Life Journey. Welcome in. Welcome
Nice.
in. I got a lot of new people up in here.
Yes,
So
guys. That's what we're talking about.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Let's
So
go.
the Moose is in the building. Yeah,
Vamos.
man. Moose, welcome. Desert Living, welcome.
Oh, there's a limit.
Everybody's in the building tonight. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. The bar rum. That's what we say.
Yeah. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Source, for the flight. You've earned back your wings. You're good to go.
Okay. So Source was able to land. I don't know about you. You got some paratroopers missing in the
Oh,
wind.
Source landed in my house. I let him in. I gave him the food. I gave him drinks and everything. He's complaining about he had no food. I said, "Well, we're gonna fly over to Winstone, but right now the plane is stranded, so you're gonna have to walk."
Well, you can't come over here and not eat, That's the first thing, right? And at the same time, for that short flight, all you get is peanuts. You don't get no, when you get a short flight, you don't get
Yeah,
no
and you actually have a runway. I don't have a runway. I just have a driveway.
and you don't get no full meal on a short flight. You get peanuts and
Absolutely,
pretzels. Peanuts and pretzels. That's what you get.
and tricks.
Yeah. So Reds, I got Reds and Simone. So just Reds, kind of introduce you guys self to the panel. I don't know how many of these people you know, but we always have to introduce ourselves. So Reds, you can introduce yourself, then Simone, and then we'll get into the topic and see where really are going.
I'd rather Simone go first because I know she's in a later time zone. Simone, feel free to express yourself, and then I'll jump in after you.
Absolutely. Good night, everyone. I just wanted to say as well, I'm not going to stay long. I only thought to myself, oh my goodness, why is Winston up there on his own? I only came up here to say, guys, join the panel. And,
I
Winston was off for a little bit where he had to go to work and stuff. So this is his first one since he's come back. It's the first one for the year. So
Yep.
don't be shy, guys. Come on up. He says he's got the space for 10 of you. At least he should have at least 5 people
That's
on
right.
panel. So that's why I came up to encourage you guys to come up. I can't see the chats, by the way. So hello to everybody. Hello to everyone. I am Simone TV, guys. You know me. You see me around. I'm the one in your chat just calling you all darlings and throwing up hearts and stuff. Yeah, that is me. And sorry, I haven't got my camera on. It's currently 11:25 p.m. So, it's late. So that's why I don't have my camera on. But you know what? I just want to say, as we start off the new year, guys, let us all just continue to work together as a community. Let us support, let us show love. I love how the year ended, Winston. You
Hmm.
know, as Reds was saying, like that meeting up with you and Misha, it was so real. I watched the
Wonderful.
whole thing
Yeah, it was
with a
wonderful.
smile on my face. It was so genuine. It was just so authentic. It was just so real. It was like, I didn't have to look at it and think like, is this kind of staged or something? Do you know what I mean? It was just so real. It was honestly, that's the best compliment I can give that actual
Yes,
Thank you.
meeting, was
yes,
that it was raw and real. I love it. I love it.
It was a joy.
So,
It was a joy. Definitely was a joy. Just you know how we interact on the YouTube streets as we say all the time, and we don't get to meet each other in person. And
yes, yes.
it's great to meet someone that's I'm all about genuine people, and
Absolutely.
to meet somebody that literally she is the exact same person that you see
yeah.
on YouTube. So it's like that made it
That's
even
what I
better,
love the most. That's what
No,
I
no
love the
water down.
most.
No
No
water
water
down
down with
version.
Misha.
Yeah.
That's what I love. Oh my, when she was eating the food and she was making all the sounds, and she was like, bring the camera, come over here, bring the camera. I'm like, oh my God, Nisha.
But see
Oh
that
my
that
God,
that
Nisha.
literally goes into what we're talking about, right? Because we're talking about authenticity of people. You
Yes,
know what
that's
I'm saying?
exactly what we're talking about.
And you see trends. You see people trying to build content based on the current trends. So you end up seeing multiple channels doing the same thing because that is the trend right now, right?
Yes.
And I mean, as creators, how do we navigate kind of staying trendy but not losing our essentially selling our souls, So Simon, I'll give you since you got to go. I mean, give me a response to that. Let me know what you think.
All right. What I think is, you have put a key to the answer in the question as well. Being yourself, being yourself, doing what you do. I can do the same thing that you do, but if I do it, but being my own self, that's how we don't lose ourselves. In
Hmm.
yes, we have to get going with the times. We have to do. There are a lot of things that even YouTube. Let's take YouTube for an example. When my friend Tea Time, I heard Red saying the other day that he didn't know that it was Tea Time that told me about YouTube. I'm the one that introduced Tea Time to the community, but Tea Time is the one that get me to open this channel.
Hmm.
When she was telling me about YouTube, I was like, no, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to go show my life to anyone. I don't want to go speak to no one. And I was just opposing the whole thing. And then she was just showing me the things that were, going on, what's on trend and all of that stuff.
Hmm.
Okay, I eventually came on here. But you know what? I didn't have to come on here and be like anyone else. I came, I was myself. Yes, you will get criticized for being yourself. Yes, people are going to start spreading rumors. People are going to say this, that. Some are going to say, oh, you're not real, you're fake, and all of that. But
Hmm.
as long as you, Winston, the key to this thing is knowing in your heart, knowing deep down the person that you are, making your mind up that you're not going to change. You're not
Hmm.
going to change yourself for
Yep.
whatever is going for the likes, the views, whatever it is, because it will eventually turn you into a monster
Hmm.
and turn you into something totally opposite from the actual person that you are. It's
Right.
like an addiction.
Hmm.
So, what you need to do to not go down that road, to not get yourself like that, is just to be you. Everyone's not going to like you when you be you. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Some
Hmm.
people are going to say that your content is boring. Some people are going to say that it doesn't make sense. But you will find the handful of people. Goga always say on his show that you will find your people. You will
Hmm.
find your people, Winston, where they are the ones that will come here. They will enjoy it. They will chat. They will laugh. They will keep your chat engaged. And there's gonna be others that's gonna say, no, like that's not my stuff. I don't want to do that. I find it boring. And they will criticize and they will say the most thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you continue doing you, and over a period of time, you are gonna win. And
Oh,
this is to
absolutely.
everybody, all of us as content creators. This is to all of us. Continue doing what you are doing. Take advice from people, tweak yourself, upgrade yourself a little bit, but don't lose yourself in it. Deep down in your soul, remain the person that you actually are, even
Absolutely.
if the crowd is not coming with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the biggest part of this whole discussion is that when you start to, because you feel like the more you grow, the more you start to want to trend somewhere else or trend this way or trend that way, right? And you find that we see it every day. People doing the exact same thing, right? So sometimes I'm scrolling through YouTube and I'm like, man, somebody just did this or somebody just did that. But it might not necessarily be the fact that they're cooking the same thing or doing the same thing. One person might have a different vibe than the next person, right? So that's their authenticity about their channel is that you know, they give you a different vibe, That's the vibe that you like. Like I'll use Vibes 39 for as an example. You watch his channel, what you see is what you get, right? And he hasn't changed as he's grown. He hasn't changed, right? And I kind of feel like most of us that's in this circle, we're all um, sticking to our guns as far as who we are and what we bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my little 2 cents. So Reds, give me your thoughts on this, bro.
All right. First of all, I'd like to say thank you, Simone, for reminding me that it was a raid because I wasn't even by the computer, and all these people are showing up on the computer. Thank you, Source, for flying your troops over here. It was a quick layover, guys, and now I think everybody should be over here at Winstone Chronicles.
Yeah,
Thank you,
blessings to
guys,
each
for
and
taking
every
the
one in
flight.
the raid.
Okay,
Blessings.
perfect. Doran, thank you very much, Mr. Source, the plug. Big up yourself, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing and supporting your community and supporting all these wonderful people and helping them grow. And guys, as we're growing, I hope we're learning from each other that it does take a community in order to get that channel started. And after that, you really are on your own, but don't forget your community, okay? It's up to you to come up with something creative to keep your channel growing and not just depend on the community alone to build you. You understand? And like Simone said, just be yourself, guys. At the end of the day, just be yourself because you can only lie for so long before you have to start covering up for your lies. Okay. That's all I can say. But yeah, we're here, we're doing our thing. I'm trying to constantly change my channel, trying to constantly grow. As you guys can see, I've changed around my channel a bit and I plan to move forward with some changes and even some new tweaks. But I'm not shy. I'm not afraid to, fail. I'm not afraid if something doesn't work because, YouTube is here. It's a big platform. You can always change it and come again with something else. Don't be shy. The panel is up here. Don't be afraid to come up here and express yourself. Talk something. We're talking some good conversation right now. And you don't want to lose yourself in this whole mix of trying to be like somebody else. And Simone is dead right. You got to be yourself at the end of the day because you got to live with yourself. And trying to cover up for lies after a while will get back to you and hurt you. And people will start just being discouraged. They won't trust you anymore. And basically, that's the end of your channel, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, yeah. It's all about integrity, right? Because
It's all about
one thing that
integrity.
you can once you lose your integrity, you know, you really don't have anything else. For me, like I said, I work in law enforcement, so I expect people to trust what I say, right?
Yeah,
And once I lose that, I don't have. There's nothing else I can do to earn your trust back. And it's the same thing with being trendy, as we say, right?
yeah,
So a lot of times everybody wants that viral video, right? And I always say, if you be careful what you ask for because you might go viral, and at the end of the day, that's what now your new subscribers and everybody that loves your video, that's what they're gonna expect. You know what
yep,
I'm saying? They're gonna want that, and if you can't give that to them, you know, they're gonna move on to something else that's trending. So,
absolutely.
um, and it's again, being trendy is not the enemy. I mean, again, we're in a
That's the space we're
platform
in.
of
Yep,
views, right? Yeah, we're in a platform of getting views. So we're literally everybody's fighting for views, especially the smaller channels. As you're growing, you're trying to build your channel, you're trying to get as much views as you can. But what are you willing to give up, right, for those views? Are you willing to give up? You know, Simone is very religious, right? And you need that. There's a lot of people that follow that and enjoy being in that space. I love being in that space because it takes me away from all the other stuff. Sometimes you just need some. I don't go to church. I can be honest about that, but I believe church is in the heart, you know, and I do believe in God. I do believe in a supreme being. But sometimes I can go over to Simone and it just kind of eases me back and brings me back into perspective sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
at the end of the day, we don't
You're
have to
excellent.
all, you know, she's not, I don't expect her to change her ways in just because something new is trending. You know, I mean, I would say Simone Power, as I'm gonna put this in quotations, Power skin out channel. You know,
I knew this was going there. I
don't
knew
get me
you were
wrong.
going there, but I didn't want to say
You know,
nothing.
but I will never expect to see Simone have a video with like half naked women or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Broke out,
Because
broke out.
yeah, because that's not her. That's not her, and she's not willing to give up her inner self to just for the trends. You know, I see a
Yes,
lot. I see a lot of videos with women using their bodies to sell their views, and I mean that's on them. I mean, I again, I can't. Only God alone can judge, right? I can't judge anybody for what they want. So if you feel like that's you, and you're willing to do that and lose your authenticity, because then no one's paying attention to what you really bring to the table, right?
absolutely.
We always talk about how people are not, you know, look at my eyes, look at my eyes. No, you hear that conversation always. My eyes are up here, right? But if you're giving them something else, then you've given up your eyes to something else, and that's what they're paying attention to, right? So, are you in it for the views? Or are you in it to express yourself? You know, because a lot of people in here consider themselves artists, right? A lot of people here have different
Hey,
talents.
when 1 second. This who's this? God will never fail us. I'm trying to join the live, but it's not working for me. Are you trying to come up on the panel? God will never
Yeah,
fail
just
it.
yeah, you just have to click on the link that's pinned in the chat.
I think this is because they're in the vertical. You might have to go over to the horizontal feed.
Yeah, so if you can't see it in the vertical feed, there you so Miss T, yeah. So if you can't see it on the vertical feed, go over to the horizontal feed. You should see both feeds in the if you go back
On the
out
channel. Yeah.
and come back in on the channel, there's the horizontal feed and there's the vertical feed. If you come to the vertical feed, you should be able to I'm sorry, the horizontal feed, you should be able to click on that link. You
Big
might
up,
not be able
Roxy.
to see it in the vertical. Roxy,
Big up, Roxy.
big up yourself.
Okay, Poetic Tears is saying yes. Authenticity is forever. That's 100% facts.
Right. You don't over time, if you lose that, you're gonna lose your original channel members, you know. So Miss TT, you're welcome in. I can't hear you. You got your volume on?
Pay attention, TT. Come on. You come up on the panel, don't have your mic
Oh,
on.
you yourself, you know. I like how
I
your
know. Okay,
ear
okay,
out today. Okay?
okay, okay.
Nice
I'm
job.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We seen it. Good
Welcome in,
evening,
TT.
everyone. Happy New Year. How
Happy
are
New
you
Year.
doing?
Good, good, good. Introduce yourself and let
Nice.
the
Hi,
people them know.
Timmy. Huh?
Hello, my
Introduce
loves.
yeah, TT.
Yeah?
Introduce
Intro-
yourself and let the people know what
Okay,
your thoughts
guys.
are.
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. So, my name is Miss TT Mix Vlogs. I am a Jamaican living in the United States of America, Florida. And guys, I have a channel for me. Not everything goes for me. I'm like a chicken without an head. So I do anything. I cook. You know, as Winston would say, he's jack of all trade. But I'm like a chicken without head. So anything goes. I'm a really funny person. Jovial. Full of What I call it
Vibes,
now?
vibes,
Energy, very
vibes.
energetic
Yeah.
vibes. And
Vibes,
what you
yes.
see is what you get, guys. Okay, that's me.
Authenticity.
All right,
That's what we're talking
and
about.
I'm a very loving person, and I love people, and I cherish my friends. I am
Well
So
said.
very
Well said.
authentic.
if
Well
you guys
said.
Okay.
haven't linked up with TT, go ahead and link up as well. Mr. We got the Tiki
Yes,
bar. So
guys.
mix and mingle. We got a lot of
Yes.
different people in here. Roxanne British, best of yourself. Welcome in. You know,
Seasoned food, inner beauty blessings. All of you guys, bless up.
so
Okay, I'm
TT, may
seeing
I
the
ask you a
chat now.
question? I want to ask
Yeah.
you a
Mhm.
questions. Have trends
Mhm.
ever helped you reach people who wouldn't have found your culture otherwise? And
Um.
this is for everybody. But TT, since you're up,
Yeah.
go ahead.
You see, I come here. A lot of people said I don't change. If you hear how me talk,
Mm-hmm.
me not put on, and me not take off. That's just me, and people, attracted to me because of who I am,
Straight.
because I am authentic. Me just be the person that I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the type of person.
Thanks,
And
good vibes, for
when it
letting them
comes
know.
on to this authenticity, I don't like the idea of persons like saying things just to attract persons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say I am this when I know that I am not, just to be friends with Reds.
Right.
You understand me?
Yeah.
I think they call that
I don't
clickbait.
like that. I guess so. But that is even more than clickbait. Or, it's not everyone would be in the same position. Maybe you
Mm-hmm.
can afford to do this, I can't afford. But
Right.
especially on this YouTube street, everybody contribute in different ways.
Yes.
Like, for example, my Jamaican people in Jamaica, most of them don't have a bank card where, like we overseas in the first world country would have our bank card where we can do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to look at them and expect them to do certain things, because again, they support in every little way that they can. They come to your channel, that is support. They watch a
Mm-hmm.
video, that is support. I would not expect Vibes to come and give me a super chat,
Right.
because guess what? I understand the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Great.
I can help someone, I'm going to help them.
Right.
And I do not look down on anyone.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing is it's trends can dilute our culture too, right? Because you see, for example, I've seen a lot of because one of the things I do a lot, right? Every time I go to somebody's channel, I always go into the comment section, right? Just to kind of see what people are actually talking about, right?
That's not
And
good with you.
huh?
That means some of us get catch. No,
No, no,
no,
no, no. Well, it, it's good. It's a good thing
it's
because here's
coming
the
on
thing:
me.
you see
Oh,
So
what that? Mute
people,
that. Mute that.
I mean, mute
people
that.
will people will say what they really feel because one, they're behind a computer screen, right? So a lot of times, people are gonna say what they want to say because things they wouldn't say in front of your face, essentially, right? But it just kind of gives you the fact that they're giving you their true feelings, right? So I always read people's comments, and we're in different areas, we live in different places, and it's very simple. I'm the comment police. Yeah, trust me. I like facts, but at the end of the day, someone is commenting on something that they see from a distance, and they're trying to say, okay, that's what we talk about clickbait, right? You go on a channel, you see a thumbnail, and you're like, man, I want to see what this is about, right? And you're watching the whole video, and you get to the end of the video, and it's like, this is nothing from what you told me I was gonna see, right? So that kind of turns me off because I'm like, all right. Next, maybe you might get me a second time, They say fool me once, fool me twice, fool me three times. That's on me, right? So I might go back a second time and just kind of watch your channels because okay, I see what you say you're doing. But if you give me, if you burn me about, well, mute that. We're not talking about the burn talk. Fire for that.
Yeah, fire for that fire. Fireman's in the house.
Fire for but you know what I mean, right? Once I don't trust you anymore, you start losing your integrity with me. Then I'm gonna go away from your channel. I'm gonna go watch something else because every time I see something that you post, it's not what you're actually doing. So you kind of go away from what you originally started with, which is one of the reasons why I came over to your channel, which was your authenticity, right? And then once you start losing that, you find that you start losing people, you know. So I got another culture. So, another question. So, any one of you guys can answer this question. Anybody else that in the chat want to come up and answer this question? So, have you ever felt pressure to perform your culture for clicks?
Your culture for clicks.
Yeah. So, essentially, like TT said, you find a lot of people that give up their culture just because they can get the clicks. They do something that they would normally do outside of their culture just for the clicks. Because remember, you're trying to reach into different markets, right? And like I said, reading comments, I have found that I remember people saying to me, say, I shouldn't change my speech because me a Jamaican and I'm supposed to talk like a Jamaican. No, for me, I work in different realms, right? So me have to switch it. I have to switch it up. If me I talk to Jamaican, a Jamaican me I talk to and so me talk. If I'm in my work capacity, then I got to switch up to the American side. People ask me, so, oh, you can't switch from one to the other. So as a Jamaican still, we can't do that, you know. But that's the question: is do you find that sometimes you have to switch your culture to adapt to the trends? Anybody can answer that question.
Well, I can
Definitely.
answer it. I can answer it partly because the field I work into, I deal with a lot of people that only speak English and only understand English. Even though we have other Jamaicans in the work environment, but at some point you have to keep it professional. At some point, you have to be able to adapt. I'm not going to say you have to switch your culture, but you have to learn how to adapt in certain environments, like hospitals or like dealing with people up front, like face to
It's an
face.
everyday thing. Everyday
Yeah, it's
thing when
it's
you
it's
go
something
out.
that you just naturally adapt to. So I wouldn't say that you're switching your culture. I think it's just something you have to adapt to in order to survive. And you
Mm-hmm.
like Jamaicans survive in any kind of conditions. We could be in Russia and we're going to speak Jamaican, but at some point you're going to speak Russian eventually, and it is a way to absorb the environment that you're in, and we do so
Mm-hmm.
well at that.
Communication.
Right.
Because when I
Yeah.
usually work in the office, I mean, you have every different type of, people
Cultures.
there. But now
Mm-hmm.
I work from home, it's different.
Yes,
But
yeah, that's a
again,
great
if you go to
example.
Walmart and you want to talk to someone, if it's not your own Jamaican, then you have to speak. I speak English. I try to speak standard English and just take my time and speak
Mm-hmm.
because we tend to speak a bit fast. And because of that, a lot of people do not understand us. But
Mm-hmm.
if we
Exactly.
take our time and speak, they will understand us.
Oh yeah. Oh
Facts.
yeah. Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's the thing. It's like I tell people all the time. People ask me what the language is. And I said it's English. Because
Mm.
remember, Caribbean countries we learn Queen's English. We learn British, where they
Exactly.
call it Queen's English, which is British English, right? But
Belt loop high.
if Belt blessings, if you listen carefully, you will understand. And it's about understanding, right? This is what I've always said. It's about
Exactly.
understanding
That
because
is
if you
why you
take
have
the
to
time,
take your time and speak
yes.
so they can understand. Because sometimes when you're talking to them and you speak so fast, they just pick up on one or two words and then they put
Mm-hmm.
it together and try to understand.
Right. Sister Charmaine, welcome in, welcome in. Simone, what you got? What are you saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say as well, referring back to the question that you asked, I have seen it so many times, and I think sometimes unknowingly we do get pressured into that. As I said, it's regarding the question
Mm-hmm.
directly that you asked. When you were talking about something earlier, I totally forgot what it is now, but I remember the remarks that I wanted to make. So there was this song that was trending, right? I like the song. It was, I think, I don't even remember. I don't, because I don't keep up with these people. But it's something like I wake up in the morning and something something. I look outside and something like I have a good time or something. But
Mm-hmm.
when I just heard it, the front part of it, like when you've got a video and you hear a song and it instantly click in your mind, like this video will go so perfect with this song. But I didn't realize that there was swearing in the song.
Right.
So the shorts are like 15 or so seconds or whatever. So I chose a song to put on the short. I did it as a remix, then did use the sound. And then, something just said to me, listen out to the song. And then there was this part where they were swearing in there. So I quickly took it off and took it down. I would not post that on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
That was just an example to say to you, I have been to people's channel, just like what you were saying before, where is a respectable channel. I go there for certain purposes. I go there for encouragements. I go there for motivation. I go there for things that will enrich your spirit. And because a song is trending, I don't know if they haven't realized, just like how I innocently almost did it as well. I don't know if it's that they didn't realize, but some of the things that I hear on the shorts and stuff like that, I'm like, how is this person posting this?
Mm-hmm.
How? So I don't know, as I said before, if they innocently just do not know or they're trying to keep up with the trend, just as the question that you asked before.
Absolutely.
Because people would try to keep up with certain trends and do certain things that people are doing. There are certain signs that people make, there are certain hashtags that people use, there are certain things that relate directly to some things that does not represent you, does not represent your brand, does not represent what your channel is about. And
Mm-hmm.
because you see other people are using it and their shorts are going viral or their contents are getting views, people will take it up and use it. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think people do it. I don't know if it's knowing or unknowing. And lastly, I'll say, and I'm gonna drop as well. Hopefully, God will never fail. We'll find the link. Actually, you have to scroll all the way up back to the top of the chat on the horizontal to find the link.
Mm-hmm.
So, lastly, I'm gonna say as well before I go down, Winston, you see, like what you were saying about like code switching or the way people talk, or some people like to embrace what they were grown with.
Yes.
Not because somebody was born in Jamaica, it means that they were born speaking like, just raw patois. There are people in Jamaica that were taught, as you were saying, were taught English, that spoke English in their houses. There are
Mm-hmm.
parents in Jamaica that don't even allow their children to
And to
speak
speak patois.
patois.
Yeah.
And it's a reality.
Yeah.
And it goes back to where we're coming back from in the beginning, Winston, with being yourself. If
Mm-hmm.
you code switch, if you speak like how Miss Titi talk, or if you talk like how Winston or Reds or myself or anyone, if that is you, if that is how you talk, and let me tell you something as well. Even if you decide that this is how I want to represent myself, as long as you're not faking anything, you're not doing it for likes or anything. Some people want to present themselves as a professional. You
Mm-hmm.
might talk in patois and joke and, like just talk anyhow you want to talk when you're around your friends and your family. And you might choose for your YouTube space or your platform to be a professional platform where you want to
Absolutely.
speak English or you want to code switch. It
Mm-hmm.
is okay as long as you're being yourself. It
Mm-hmm.
goes right back to the first point. Be yourself, your authentic self. However you speak, even if this is not how you speak off camera, as long as you're being
Yourself.
yourself.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Simone. I appreciate you coming up because you actually are kind of segue into my next question. I know you got to go, but I would definitely ask this question, and I know Reds and TT's on here as well. Anybody else that wants to answer this question. So here's my question: do you follow the trends and get ignored, or follow the trends and lose your authenticity? How do you navigate that, right? because that's the key. Do you follow the trends and get ignored because you're giving up your authenticity to follow the trends, or do you just kind of still stick to what you said, stick to your guns, be yourself, and regardless, because again, we're not a viewing game, right? This is, and again, people have different reasons for doing YouTube. Me personally, as a military person, it's an outlet for me to connect with people that I wouldn't get the opportunity to connect with. I've traveled the world, I've met hundreds, thousands of people from different cultures, which I love, and this kind of gives me the opportunity to kind of have a release where I can just kind of meet people. And again, you never know who's sitting behind a computer, right? We never know. People can be whoever they,
Exactly.
people can be whoever they want to be sitting behind a computer. But at the same time, again, just for example, me meeting Misha, it was just a chance meeting, but we had this connection over time. It wasn't just like randomly. She's like, "Yo, I'm outside your house," I'm coming in. It wasn't that. It's like over time through Red's channel and TT and everybody else, your channel, we got to connect with a lot of these people. And at some point, we might come across them, run into them, meet them. And to me, the best part of it was, like I said, was that she was exactly the same person that I saw, on her channel, right? So she didn't lose her authenticity. It was like verifying what I saw. You know what I'm saying? And that was good for me. But there's a lot of people that, again, depending on what you're doing YouTube for, right? And it's nothing wrong against it because again, we're in a click culture, right? We want the clicks, we want the likes, we want the views. Again, for me, it's not about that because I enjoy the community. This is what I get from it. Everybody's different, right? I've heard people say, "Well, everybody's here to make money." Honestly, that it's additional for me, but again, it's different for other people, right? We talk about that. So, are you willing to? I mean, how do you navigate staying
I,
authentic and being ignored versus going with the trend and getting the views? That is the question.
I think the bottom line, Winston, I think the bottom line is if we look at what will last, it doesn't matter. I always use the trends with the shorts, for example, and I use it a lot to encourage people. The song that was trending last month is not trending now. And
Right.
people might not even know the song that was trending last month. There was a song that there was a song called Let Go and Let God. And there was a particular channel that did about like maybe I'm not even exaggerating, maybe about 70 shorts with that song. Got 20 odd thousand view, 100 odd thousand view. I saw the person keep making over a period of time, the views kept going down and down and down. And
Hmm.
it was so funny that the last time the person did the same thing using the same song didn't even get up to 100 views. This is the same person that was making thousands and thousands of views. Why was that? Because something else was trending.
Yep.
Some
Trends go
the
away. Yep.
it faded. It faded.
Hmm.
So do you want to choose? Do you want to choose that over being authentic and knowing within yourself that even if you get 50 views or you get 20 views or you get 30, it will eventually over a time slowly build up. And whilst it's building up, you're building a trusted set of supporters that will support you for years and years to come. Or do
Hmm.
you want the ones that are very fickle, that if they see somebody else that looks better than yours, they'll just jump over to that side? So we have to look at the bottom line. We have to look at the root of everything that we are doing. Somebody in the chat was saying it. Let everything that you're doing be evergreen. Let it be
Hmm.
something that people will come back to.
Absolutely.
Let,
Simi, can I say
yes.
something? Excuse me, let me interject. So you're saying that person, the views kept going down, but I can say this that sometimes what goes for you may not go for me. And because I have done trending shorts before with these gospel songs,
Mm-hmm.
and I may get like 2,000 something views. Listen or no, because authenticity gonna come in here. I may get over 2,000 something views, and I tell a person do it, and this person get 20K. You understand me? But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if that person is authentic because a lot of us on here lie.
Following the trends, right?
Yes. And when I say lie, there is a P button, PROMOTE. I don't want to call it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, what a lot of us do also, when you may think that person is getting it genuinely, it's not happening, darling.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
maybe at that
I'm
point,
glad
they
you
stop
brought that up.
and it start go down. Okay? All
So
right.
I'm actually very glad you brought that up because I use it as well, right? Because again, the way I look at it is this, right? YouTube is a business, right? And you want to promote your
Yes.
business. Just like
Mhm.
if you have a restaurant, you're gonna promote your business.
Okay.
You're gonna get people to come to your restaurant. Doesn't mean that they're gonna eat your food, and they might eat your food the first
Mhm.
time and don't come back to your restaurant. So I don't disagree with using the promotions only because
No.
you get a more cross section of people that you wouldn't normally interact with. Some might
But be
stay,
transparent.
some might stay, some might
Mhm.
leave, right? And
Exactly.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. At the end of the
Absolutely
day,
not.
you will see the difference. Like again, as Reds always say, no gatekeepers, right? We're not gatekeeping each other,
Mhm.
right? Because everybody has different statuses where they are in their life, right? Some people can afford
Yes.
to pay to promote their channel, which is fine. There's
Yeah.
nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with
Absolutely.
that. And you don't have to explain that to anybody because it's your money. You
Exactly.
want to spend your money how you
Mhm.
want to spend your money. You want to promote your channel. It's your channel. You can say what you want to say on there. You
Absolutely.
can do what you want to do on there. So I feel like I'm seeing a lot of gatekeeping going on recently on YouTube where people are just like, "Oh, how did you get to this much viewers and how did you get this much likes?" And I'm just like, "What does that matter?" Like yours is yours. Your channel is your channel, right? You either going to go over there and support them or you're not going to support them, And that's what it's about,
Absolutely.
So
Mhm.
that's the thing I try to stay away from is the negativity because people are so quick
Exactly.
to quick to jump on the negative stuff. Like
Mhm.
you can make some of the nicest videos out there and you cook and you do this and you do that and you go in and you edit your videos and you're like, man, this is movie quality, right? And then
And nothing.
you get no views, right? And then
Mhm.
6 months later,
You get
for
view.
example, you get a group like this on this live right now that comes in, we do a raid and you go over to somebody's channel that you've never been on before, you never interacted with before, and all of a sudden everybody's like, yo, I like this channel, I'm gonna stick with it. Boom, 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 and all of a sudden, word of mouth, right? Everything starts going out and more people start coming over to your channel that wouldn't normally interact with you. So I think the promotion is a good thing. And again, that's up to you what you want to do because I see how the trend works. I'm kind of getting off topic, but I see how the trend works,
No.
and there's a lot of work that goes into being a content creator. you know there's
Mhm.
there's some things that are offered in the States that you don't get in Jamaica, right? There's things that you don't get in England. You know what I'm saying? Different regions get different things. Like I feel like America has probably the most wide open market when it comes to what you can get out of YouTube. I mean, there's a lot of people
Because
that
it's
don't
an
create a lot of
American
content, but
company. Isn't YouTube an American thingy?
I don't even I
I
don't even know
think
who
so.
owns YouTube. But at the end of the day, for me, it's like it's an opportunity for everybody. And
Yeah,
again,
for
depending on what you're here for, you know, you have a mind. If you have a mindset where I'm want to be successful or I'm having fun, because for me, if I'm not having fun doing
oh,
this anymore, I'm not gonna do it. You know,
yeah,
and you guys are the one that make this fun for me because I'm like I said, I love interacting with different people, different cultures. So it helps me to kind of stick with, it took me a long time to realize, like, I could have been like mad about people saying, "Boy, I mean, I want to see how Bill I shed," like
Yeah.
because how many times we've had a live and somebody's like, "What the food there? Where's the food? We don't want to see nothing else. We don't care if you just built a rocket ship to Mars. we just want to know where the food there. So I had to learn over time that okay, understanding what people like from me, not losing my authenticity as far as my skills as a jack of all trade, right, master of none. But I know one of
You know
my
to Ed.
one of my best traits is my cooking, and I'm very passionate about
Yes.
my cooking. So I realize, people, that's what I said, food for them. So it's like people
Mm-hmm.
enjoy my cooking. So I have tend to kind of lean more. I'm not losing my authenticity as far as me being a Jamaican and stuff like that, but I like to mix
Mm-hmm.
fusion and food and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it's like you don't have to lose your authenticity if you're switching cross cultures, right? Because people want to
Yeah.
see that. People
Because
want
you have to
so
adjust at times. You
yeah,
have to
yeah,
adjust.
you have
So
to, you know.
that's
So
normal.
is Red still in the building?
Yes, he is. Just
So let
giving
me ask.
problems.
I see. I'm looking at the chat. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the building. You
here's
guys can't hear me?
yeah. So Red,
No,
Yeah.
you back in
because
the
you're
building.
muted.
I'm quickly jumping down, my darling.
All right,
Okay,
Simone. Take
thank you,
care. Thank you,
Simone.
Simone.
I
Bye,
appreciate
Good
Steamy
you.
night, my
baby. Love you.
lovelies.
Take care.
Goodbye. Thank
Bless
you
up.
so
Blessings.
much for
Have a
having me,
Sweet.
Winston.
thanks for checking in. I appreciate you every single time.
Definitely, and welcome back. Welcome back. Enjoy the live stream, guys. I'll be in the background. You
Oh,
definitely run into the end.
Okay,
okay.
awesome.
Thank
Bye
you,
after
Simone. I
that.
appreciate you.
Bye.
Yeah, Widstone. Clark's is trying to get up. I was in the background just reading the chats and commenting on the chats while you guys were speaking.
Yeah, yeah. I was kind
I
of.
wasn't muted. I was here, but Clark's is trying to get up, and it looks like some other people are trying to get up. Can you reach out to them and see if there's a way to get them up?
I mean, I could repost
You know what?
the link.
Um,
Maybe
they
it's so
need to
far up
go
in the
on the
chat.
horizontal live.
And that's what we were
I don't
saying.
know.
Just go on the horizontal, but the link is it pinned in the horizontal?
It
Or
should
in
be
your
pinned in. It should
community.
be pinned in both. So hold on. Let me do it again.
Pin it in your community if you can, Winston.
Oh yeah, I
I
might have
don't
to
know.
do that.
Yeah.
So you see that? Did it just show up?
Clark said, still
Yeah.
don't see it. I just seen it now. It just popped up now.
Maybe it's on the
Uh,
other one.
Good vibe
Vibe
saying it's
said
not
it's
here.
not there.
All
I
right.
think I think it's in your horizontal, guys. If you're not
Okay.
horizontal,
I just pinned it again. So let me see if I can save it and put it
It's
in the
here
community.
now. Clark said it's here now.
Okay,
Clark
okay.
said
is it
it's
now?
there.
Yeah. So I think because it's so far, I pinned it earlier in the chat, like when we
Yeah, you
just
gotta
started.
scroll right to the top of the chat to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it just popped up again. So
It's not
anybody
in
that
this
clicked on the link,
presentations.
You gotta go
Ooh.
right up to the top, Belt Loop. Otherwise, just check the latest post he just did.
can you guys see it now? Did you see the one I just pinned?
It should be at the top.
Let me
Ooh,
see.
I'm cold.
There we go. See, I got belt loop. Belt
So,
loop. What's
so
going on?
Oh, you too,
Hey,
police.
the police is here, guys.
My
The
God.
police.
I'm
wait,
sorry.
Belt Loop in the building.
What's going on,
Oh
man?
my
What's
God.
going on, brother?
How are
it's a beautiful
you?
day. I'm doing well, and right now I'm
Nice.
just below 29. See the 29?
I
Okay.
see.
Yeah.
That's your age, right?
Yeah, that's my age and my IQ test. By the way, if you want Winstone, I'm sure you probably already know this, but it is in the chat, but it is not pinned to the top. If you want to pin it to the top, what you want to do is hover over it with a cursor and
Hmm.
click on it, and it'll bring up all these different things, and you just click pin or something like that.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, and it would pin on the
Yeah, it will.
stage.
Then it will keep it at the very top of the chat. That way, you don't have to post it again.
Yes. Yeah. I just did
Okay.
that. So it should
Is
be
that
so. Yeah,
is that also in vertical too? Belt loop? Does that also work the same way in vertical?
Well,
I don't think so.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I've seen pins or posts pinned in vertical as well. So
Okay.
it will do that, but you'd have to go into each. You do it from the YouTube tab, so you have
Yeah.
to into the live
There at
stream,
the bottom of the
and then
vertical.
you. I don't. I don't know how to do it on the vertical because I don't really use the vertical much, but on the horizontal, I expect you could probably just touch it or something, or out to the side maybe, and click on pin, and it will do that in that live stream. Because right now it's two live streams. You got the
yeah,
horizontal
the horizontal and the vertical. Yeah.
and the vertical, right? And you'd have to go into each one in order to pin it at the top of the thing. But I
Hmm.
do know it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to pin. You
By
just,
the way,
it's just like you searching for somebody's channel where it's got those three little dots out there to the right. You
Hmm.
click on that, and it'll bring up a menu, a drop down menu, and one of them will say pin, uh, pin this message or pin this comment or something
Hmm.
like that. And you just
Yep.
click on that, and then it'll stay at the top.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it right now, and it's at the top of my vertical stream right now.
Okay, so it should
Um.
work.
All right, well,
Yeah.
I'm not on your vertical. I'm on your horizontal.
So
Yeah.
it should work.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to tell
Oh, no, no, no.
anybody how to do that.
I
no,
appreciate
that's
all
all
the help,
right.
brother. Trust me, that's what we do here. That's what we do
But,
here. We all help each other because
well,
sometimes you see being left Reds go live and we're just working on something, So we all try to help each other.
So
And I
Belt
know you
Loop,
guys.
while you're here, you better answer the questions, man. He's got a couple questions for you.
Oh
well, go
yeah.
ahead.
So actually, you walk right into a good question, right? So
Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Oh, he's going for
uh-oh,
he's going for his pew pew.
I got
He's
Brian in
going.
the building as well. I
Now,
saw what's her name came up, and I don't know where she went.
Clark.
Good vibes. Oh, I lost Brian again. All right, so I'm gonna ask you this because you're on a lot lives. You do a lot of live, a lot more lives than I do. Um, so do creators owe context or just content? So how do you have to provide context beyond the content that you provide?
I would say that they should provide context, but however, I would also say that a lot of people do not add context. So, and I think it depends on what their motivation is.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, some people, well, some people do.
Here, chilling. Everybody is chilling.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Is that Reds? Go ahead, Belu.
I was
Mute
just
that.
going to say, I think people, some people think that they're right about something when they're not.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at, y'all may or may not be familiar with the Dunning-Kruger effect, but the
Say
Dunning-Kruger,
that again. Go ahead. Say that again. What was that? The Dirty Kruger effect?
no, although that would be interesting. No, in fact, I'll put it in chat. So,
Yo, I love this dude.
all right, there we go. That is the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Oh, the Dunning Kruger. Okay.
Yes, and if you look up the Dunning-Kruger effect, it talks about basically people that don't have much knowledge in a particular subject, but they speak as though they know everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like those people that are so ignorant of what they don't know that they think that they're an absolute authority on a subject.
Yes.
And I think most everybody knows somebody in their life like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they will go through and they will project, this is how it is. This is how it is. And I'm telling you this, but they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think I would like to see context, but I would also like for some people to look up what they're talking about rather than just being stupid.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. And I'm glad you said that because You see it a lot. For me personally, I do my research. Anything I'm talking, because I don't, because people are gonna check you, right? People are always gonna check, especially in this world we live in now. People are
Mhm.
gonna fact check you, right? So don't come up and talk about something that you don't know about and not things and then get mad if somebody checks you about it, right? It's about context. So if you're gonna mention something, at least do some research about it and try to figure it out before you come up and say something. And then when somebody checks you on it, then you get mad and you start arguing with them about it. It's not worth it. Now I appreciate that. So I got Brian in the building. Brian, big up yourself.
Big
Welcome
up
in.
on yourself.
Let's everybody know what your channel
Hello.
is about.
Happy
And
New Year to
Same to
everybody.
you.
so let everybody know what your channel is about and
Okay,
talk.
so as you know, Brian is the name. Clark's Legacy is the
The game. Give
handle.
me 1 second.
Is the handle. Fishing is the game. Fishing and being outside is the game. Um, and a whole heap of other things. Just that's what I'm interested in now. So that's what I'm doing now. When it comes to what? Wait until Winston come back or
Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh, okay.
Continue, brother. Continue.
So everybody seems to understand that being authentic is being true to yourself. But having that knowledge doesn't mean anything if you don't use it, right? Because
Yep.
there are a lot of people who you want I mean, I've seen some channels out there, and um, I'm actually looking at the TV because I can't see the phone. There are a lot of channels out there. There are a lot of channels out there that you you wonder what these people are thinking about. You see people going fishing, and you wonder if they're really going fishing because the amount of noise, the amount of foolishness them are going with, the amount of um, things that just don't make no sense,
Mm-hmm.
right? And foolishness is trending, and foolishness are trend long time. If you don't understand,
And
foolishness
negativity.
foolishness sells. Foolishness sells, and it sells
Absolutely.
more than anything else. See?
Absolutely.
So if you want to be the fool and follow the fools, then it's up to you. Because if that is your authentic self, then being a fool is what you need to do. To be honest, I feel like our culture, and I'm talking about Jamaican culture,
Mm-hmm.
is so adaptive that we we seem to be faking it. We look like we are faking it, especially when we left Jamaica and come back to Jamaica. It look like we are faking. But at
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, our culture allows us to be so fluid that we can
Mm-hmm.
change into anything to suit our surrounding.
Environment. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Seeing YouTube is a different animal. You understand me? Because because it's not just Jamaicans on here,
Right.
right? And a lot of the things that I would like to promote, people don't want to see that. People don't want to hear that because it's too serious and it makes too much sense. And
And
yeah,
it's
and
not
that's what I'm
trending.
saying.
It's
It's
not
not
trending.
trending. Like a part of my thing is dealing with mental health issues and not just mental, but my personal mental health, right? So a lot of times I go fishing and I just sit there and don't say anything, turn the camera off and not talk.
Mm-hmm.
No, nobody don't want to see that. No, nobody wants to see that. They want to see when we catch the fish and yeah, and jump up and make noise, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even when I'm alone and I catch fish, I don't make no noise. I'm happy that I caught the fish, but I'm so focused on getting it out of the water that you don't even, sometimes I don't even remember to turn on the camera. Like today, it's after I come out of the water, I realize the camera off,
Goes on. Right.
right? So, and I think that works against me too, because as much as I'm doing YouTube, I'm not really into doing YouTube for YouTube's sake, because I personally, my videos, I'm making them to remind myself of my life. right?
Right.
When I reach 85 and 90 and 99 and my memory they go, I can pull up some video and say, no, somebody used to do that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I remember when I do that and I remember how I did feel and you understand? Because even now I can go back over the videos that I've done
Mm-hmm.
and remember each one, what I was doing, how I was feeling, what I was thinking about when I was doing this video. And even throughout the editing process too. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
So, Clarks, excuse me 1 minute. So, Clarks, you're looking at a storage space then.
yes,
Because you don't
exactly.
really want no YouTube. Yeah,
Exactly.
a storage.
Free
Yeah, man,
storage.
free storage. Yeah, all right. Me get it.
And hopefully them get enough views and things so they can pay me for to keep my things.
But see what Beltloop said, right? He said that would explain some of my videos, the
Videos,
foolishness.
the
But
foolishness. At least
when we
why
talk about
anybody but you.
foolishness, I think it's more like
No.
it's
But
it's
what I
more
mean is
about
the
this.
cloning, is not because you're a very funny guy.
Right.
I've seen you on here before, and he's really funny. See what I
Right.
say? So um
And to each his own, right? So we
to each
all,
to each his
Exactly.
own.
Yes.
And
people people
I
like
can
what they
take a
like.
joke.
I,
If
I
you
learned that with
know
YouTube.
sorry. If you know anything about Jamaican and especially ghetto like, so when we don't have anything to do, we sit down and we gimmicks each other, right?
Right.
True.
And make fun
Agree.
of each other and laugh after
Right.
each other. So the foolishness don't when you see people start do it certain way. Like man I walk around and him pants up and I'm
Yes.
in
Well,
breast. That don't make no sense. Nobody does that. It's not a way that you wears a regular pants. You understand? That don't make no sense. And
Beltloop, we couldn't tell if you're from Jamaica or not, brother, because
Well,
we are.
I figured that, so I just wanted to make sure it was clear. I am not from Jamaica.
But you know what's funny?
no, well,
What's
you're
funny?
hanging with us, so you're from Jamaica by association.
By association, yes.
I'm
So you're
okay.
you're officially Jamaicanized, yeah.
I novelty.
That works for me.
Exactly.
But
Uh,
here's the thing about and you kind of brought this full circle for me because we're talking about culture-based creators, right? Because there's a lot of things that for me personally, like I said, I like culture. I like to learn about other cultures and see what people do in their regular life, regular day, and all that stuff. And just for example, Loop say I'm not from Jamaica, but until you speak, nobody would know that because people have this misconception that all Jamaicans are black,
What?
right? And that's not the case. We have this motto in Jamaica about out of many one people, right? And what it
Yeah.
means is that out of many races, we're all Jamaicans, right? So we don't look at each other by our color.
Yeah, mother laugh too.
Right?
Mother laugh too.
But
But
you
it's
know, we
serious.
don't yeah, but we don't look at each other by our color. We look at each other by because in Jamaica it's about social class. It's not about races, right? So you'll
Racism.
find you'll
Yeah.
find a lot of Jamaicans the way we grew up. We grew up with every and if you look at our money, it even has every race that represents Jamaicans on our I don't even know if they still have that dollar. It used to be on the dollar bill, right? It used to be on the dollar bill.
Them have them now, They did
It was
was it a 50th commemoration, 50-year
right.
commemoration or
So the
something?
original dollar had like
The
all the
one the
different
$1
races.
paper.
It says out of many one people. And
You
I used to
got
have to explain that to people because people have this misconception that, all Jamaicans are black and all Jamaicans smoke weed and all Jamaicans have dreadlocks. Like when I
yeah.
was coming up in the military, that's what I was asked every time. Did you used to smoke weed? I was like, no. you know, but
Well,
again, you don't know what you don't know, right? You just go
isn't
by
it
what you see.
just, I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I mean,
Go
it's
ahead.
your program and everything. Isn't it, I mean, isn't there uh, Rastafarian? Isn't that a thing?
It's a religion.
Right. And they believe, and unless I'm mistaken, the Rastafarians smoke weed and do the dreadlocks. And I don't know. That's what I've
Yes.
been led to believe.
So it's if you want to compare it to like Native Americans, right? They smoke peyote. It's a
Right,
spiritual thing.
right.
It's not because, well, maybe they just like weed too, but it's a but it's more of a spiritual thing for the religious side of it. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I,
So not everybody that wears dreadlocks is Rastafarian either.
right.
And
You
not
know,
everybody who smokes is Rastafari.
it's Rastafarian either.
Hey, if that was the
Is
case,
that
they'd
red?
be a
Is
whole
that
bunch
red
of
you're talking about? Is it
they.
reds?
No, we're not
No,
talking about mix up
red fit the
Tiki.
bill. Red fit the bill.
If everybody that smoked dope was a Rastafarian, the American would be full of
I
Rastafarians.
know.
Just saying, because there's a lot of folks that smoke dope. I don't myself.
No,
Obviously,
we don't call it dope, We don't call it dope.
Yeah, they
hey,
don't
It's
call weed
ganja
dope.
or weed.
ganja, the Mary Jane, the
No, Mary Jane. Mary Jane is Mexican. Ganja or weed.
oh well,
Or Bob
okay,
Marley? If we
No,
don't
not
want
Bob
to
Marley.
not
put
every
the
Bob
name, we
Marley
just
is
say
the
Bob
split.
Marley.
Bob Marley is the cigarette. It's a very big cigarette.
Cigarettes.
well that stuff that makes your mind go kind of funny. Then how about that? But
You're talking about the white lady.
that works as well. There is a belief out there. I got cousins up north. There's Yankees. They thought that everybody in Mississippi went barefoot and used outhouses.
Yeah,
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, we got shoes, we got cars, we got bathrooms, indoor plumbing, and everything. But people get ideas in their head, and sometimes they just based out of stereotypes. And
Yep,
people need to learn beyond stereotypes.
yep.
But just say,
Absolutely.
Yeah, stereotypes are funny though.
well,
So
they can be.
They
Betloop, I want to
can
ask
be.
you a
They
question
can be.
because I want to ask you a question, Betloop. So explain, because this is I'll show you a cultural difference real quick. So explain what Yankees mean to you here in the States. What is a Yankee?
Well, Yank. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't got
No.
none.
I just
Right.
want to.
I'm just letting you know I ain't got none again Yankees. My daddy is a Yankee.
Yeah. But what is that? Explain for us what does the word Yankee mean to you? Because I'm gonna
Yeah.
explain what it means for Jamaicans.
Well, I think they also got a different term of it over there in the UK. But here, a Yankee is somebody who's from up north.
Okay, so
Yeah.
north of the Mason-Dixon line, right?
Well, that's a misnomer as well because the Mason-Dixon line starts just below, I think, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, right?
And it depends on who you talking to. If they pretty good ways up north, then there's people south of I-20, here in Mississippi that think if you was born up north of I-20, you a Yankee.
Okay, so here's the thing about Jamaicans. Every foreigner is a Yankee.
Okay.
No. Every
Well,
American is a
every
Yankee.
American, yeah, every American foreigner is a Yankee.
Every American.
Essentially, that's how
And it's not a
Jamaicans.
derogative term.
It's not a derogative term either.
It's
No, no,
just a word.
right,
Right. Well, it's not derogatory, or at least
right.
it's not meant to be derogatory when I use it. After all, half my family is Yankees on my
Right.
daddy's side.
But
So,
it goes exactly
Loop
back
is
to what we were
such.
talking about,
Oh my
context, right?
God.
right.
It's about context, because if we weren't having this conversation, like half the people on here that don't know what a Yankee is would never know, and there's a different meanings for different people, So it goes back to what we talked about, context, where you're providing that context. If you're a culture-based creator, you want to provide context to what you're putting out there, so at least people have an understanding of what it means.
Well, I totally agree with that. However, I should also point out the fact that, people make certain assumptions when they're trying to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
And one of, people tend to think of other people being just like them. And unfortunately, that's just not true. Everybody has a different context of different words. For example, if you were to use the word fanny
Mm-hmm.
in the United States, that basically means your butt.
Right.
All right, but over in the UK, that means something completely different from what I understand. At
Oh,
least
okay.
that's what I've been
That's
told. So,
like knickers. Like knickers would be one
Nick.
word. The UK, and in
yeah,
Jamaica we would say it's like a pants, a tree, and then in
well,
the
Mm-hmm.
UK it's panty, right? Hmm.
well, I've heard of knickers as being panties and what have you. I've also heard, I think, of just being breeches. I just I just call them draws.
Yeah, everybody knows that one. Everybody knows that one. So yeah.
That's right.
I think that context is important.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right. However, I don't think that, and I think that it would be nice if people would assume that the folks that's watching their stuff maybe didn't understand the context.
Mm-hmm.
However, maybe they think it's a universal understanding. But as long as you have people that don't know other cultures, you're going to have some missed context.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
I think that I tend to believe that when I tend myself personally, I tend to believe that somebody means something in the best light possible. It's not always true, but if you go through and listen to some people talking, the concept that they're going over, you may or may not may agree with it if you got down to its base. However, it's easy to miss if depending upon the way it's given.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I think I've heard over 70% of communication is nonverbal.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
how somebody says something goes a long ways to determining really what their intent or their thought is. And Lord knows if you get somebody pissed off and they're not exactly going to say it in the nicest way they can.
Right.
Let me know if you get through, okay?
So good to
And
see
That.
you.
and the one
Yeah,
thing you
yeah.
can't
Don't mute me. Don't mute me, TT. I'm
I tell
coming
you
to you.
the one thing you can't hide is nonverbals, right? We talk about that all the time. People can say what they want to say out of their mouth, but their body language it never hides. You can't hide it,
Yeah. Well,
you know.
your body language, but also the tone.
Mm-hmm.
The tone
Mm-hmm.
which something is given. So you can say something with contempt that otherwise might sound, non-threatening, not negative. But
Mm-hmm.
if you say it in a certain way, in fact, I'll
Tone.
give you an example. Hope y'all be patient enough with me to go through and do this.
Sure.
Oh,
Um,
go ahead.
all right, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say it several different ways, and each one of them has a different meaning. All right, I didn't say he beat his wife. 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 Each one of them means something completely different just by the frame.
Hey, Belt Loop.
Yeah,
I didn't beat my wife.
I know.
We don't believe you, Reg.
But he didn't say you beat your
It
wife.
was the context that you said it in.
I didn't beat my wife, man.
I didn't say you beat your wife.
Okay, I said I didn't beat my wife.
Hold on, I got good vibes K on the live right now. K,
Oh my gosh, I'm in trouble with Good Vibes, K.
I'm not here.
You're not here. You just in the bushes.
I'm in trouble with Good Vibes. Sorry, Good Vibes.
Red,
You gotta come say hi, good vibes.
here, Red.
You're at the bar.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Good
Hi.
Vibes. How are you?
I'm not talking to Reds. Hi, everyone, apart from Reds.
No.
Everybody except Reds, right?
All right, I gatekeeper.
Reds is over the naughty corner. Not
Okay,
to joke.
okay.
Hi
He's on
guys.
timeout. He's on timeout, right?
Yeah,
Hello.
one time he's holding one foot up on his ears.
Okay, I'm listening. I'll step aside and let her talk.
Okay.
In the
So I
wall, he's
got
not allowed to talk.
well, since you guys are all up here, I'm gonna give you all an opportunity to answer this question. This is
No,
probably
wait,
one
wait,
of my
wait. I only just came up to say something
all right. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
based
Go
on what
ahead.
Dominic was saying. You know how he was asking about Yankee and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So then he was saying funny in America means a man behind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, any
In the
But
UK,
any
in the
behind, not
UK,
just a
funny is a
man.
woman's private part.
In where?
In the UK, funny is a woman's private part.
yes, it
Oh.
does. But
Huh?
in the U.S., fanny can be anybody's rear end,
Yes,
male, female.
see, a fanny is your private part of a woman.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
I
was.
didn't know that.
So
Yeah,
is
that's
that
what I was trying
so
to say. It is.
what is a fanny pack in England?
we don't call it fanny pack. We call it waist bag.
Okay. So a fanny
Oh.
pack is
So
that
hold on, let me get this straight. Sorry. I don't mean to interject. A
go ahead.
fanny pack, are you saying is a pum pum pack
No,
in
Yeah,
America?
I
it's a
believe
waist
so.
bag. Red.
It's a pum
Boy.
pum. Is that
Listen,
So all them man they
I
are walking with
believe
their funny
so.
pack.
I'll take a six
Don't
pack
don't let me
without
see a
breathing.
next man wearing one of those, okay? Because he's done when I catch him. He's done.
I'll take a
That's where
I'll
he
take a
hide
six pack.
his
I'll take a six
panties,
pack, you
his
know.
drawers, her drawers, should say.
yeah, it's hard.
That's
Wait,
where
Happy
so
she
what's
hide
up,
her
son, man?
drawers. Right, Belfry?
So yeah, a fanny is a woman's private part in the UK.
Oh my god.
So when you're wearing
Yeah.
them bags and you say, "Oh, I'm wearing my waist bag or whatever bag you wanna call it," it's a fanny pack, and it's a woman's private part in the UK. Okay?
So that means that I got burn a fire for the money where wear fanny pack. So the man them not
Yeah.
supposed to wear
Right
Boy,
have
I'm done.
fanny
two.
pack around them,
Right have
pum
two
pum
funny
pack around
pack.
them shoulder.
Right have two
Oh
have,
my
right?
God, I gotta go buy a pum pum pack.
Make
You
sure you
don't
have one to put in there, you know.
because you're wearing
Boy.
Belfry cross this. Belfry
So
cross this.
hold on. So you mean all those things in my shop that I'm selling right now are pum pum packs?
Yes. What
I'm
we
done. I'm done with good vibes, K.
Hey,
That's
people,
not me. You can't
this
be
is what
done with
happens when
me.
we go to Tiki Bar for more than an hour and a half. It kind of gets out of control, but
Yeah, you can't be done with me. I didn't invent that. I
no,
came to the UK. Remember, I'm a fully fledged Jamaican, so I came here. So Fanny was a thing before I came here. Yeah,
I'm
don't do
glad you
that.
explained that because
I did
my
not know that, honestly, and it's good that you brought that to my attention because now I have something to laugh about the next time I
Well,
see a man wearing one of those
Belfry
things.
was on the right track and he knew what you was saying, but you wasn't sure. So you said you think it is. So that's why I came up to clarify. It is.
All
no,
But
right,
I'm
thank
I'm
you.
I'm glad
and
you came up and clarified that because I wouldn't want to
and
go to
can I
England and be
clarify
like,
something
you got a
also
nice
too?
fanny and get slapped, you know?
Yeah.
I want to
Go ahead,
clarify
TT.
something
TT,
also.
go ahead and clarify it.
So you know my name on YouTube was Miss TikTok Girl, and
Hmm.
I changed it to
and
Miss
he wasn't
TT
no damn girl. He's
because
a big old
I
man.
wanted to be more searchable. So I went
Hmm.
over Anna. Her name is Anna. Anita Flora. She's
Hmm.
Philippine and pure laughing. They said that TT means a man private part.
Oh, so that's why you're trending, huh?
Don't know. I don't know. I don't
Right.
know Winston, but they were cracking
Is
up
that
over there because they
is
said
that
TT means a man's private part.
And you're
We
wondering
used
why
to
they're
call it
laughing
that
at
in
you.
I
our
know
small.
that's
Uh-huh. They
Oh,
told me. They
oh
told me.
no.
I
Oh
laughed
my
with them.
God,
wow.
Fanny TT.
Yeah,
Hmm.
TikTok.
Only you know, Reds, about Fanny TT. Only you.
Well,
All
I,
of Tik-
Anyway, I've got one more thing to say and then I'll jump down. So you know how
Okay,
Belt
go
Loop was
ahead.
saying Yankee, right?
Hmm.
And how Winston was saying Yankee is a different terminology for different people or different race.
Right.
So I want to ask you lot on the panel, everyone that's on the panel, Miss Titi probably knows already because she has got associations with the UK, but a lot of people might not know. So I'm asking all of you lot on the panel, when you hear the word yardi, what does that mean to you? What's your definition of yardi?
Is
Hey,
it
Jamaican.
Jamaican?
Right,
Yeah, for
but
me,
guess
I would,
guess
I
what?
would.
Guess
Okay,
guess what?
let's go with.
From
I'll start first. So for me,
Okay,
Yardi
then
means
one by
Jamaican.
one. One by one can answer,
Yeah.
and then I'll chime in.
So I will start first. For me,
Yeah.
Yardi means Jamaican. That's
Okay.
I have never heard like
Okay.
any other use of the term
Okay.
growing up. So for me, Yardi means that you're from Jamaica.
Okay.
TT, go ahead.
I would say Jamaican, but more like a little badness to it. Because
Okay.
somebody used to call me Yardi from New York, and me kind
Titi,
of,
Titi, wait, let
you
me
know,
stop you. If you know what it is, don't say it, please.
I
I want
don't know
everybody
what
to
it is,
say.
but me feel
Okay.
like say that was it.
well,
All right then.
Okay. Bet Loop, you're up. What do you
all
think?
right, but I'm sorry. I know I tend to wander in my phrases and talking, but when I hear yachty, all right,
Adi. Say it again.
yeah,
Bread.
all right. My first impression is I don't have a clue what that is, but it sounds a lot like when I'm sitting there and my wife is talking to me, and she's just going yada yada yada. Uh,
He has a point. Maybe that's what K coming with. Let me hear.
Oh my God, that's
Maybe
funny.
that's what K coming with. Yadi, yadi, yadi. Yeah,
But that's
he has
not
a
it. Okay,
point.
next person.
Okay, Brian. Brian, you up next.
all right, so I know what she's coming with
So, Brian, if you know, don't say it.
because Jamaicans went to England and do them thing,
Brian,
and
if you know,
and
don't say it.
huh?
If you know
No,
what
don't.
it is, don't say it.
Why not? Why not?
No,
Why?
because that was my question.
Yeah, but you want to answer to your
Next one.
question, not you.
No, I said if you know it, don't say it. This is
You
for the
can't
people
ask me
that
the
don't
question and
know.
tell me not to answer it. That makes
What kind,
sense.
what kind of class
Brian,
is this?
All right.
Brian,
Oh,
Um, we changed the term, just like Reds just find out say myself pum pum pum. We changed the term to mean will come from Jamaica. So as long as
Oh
you
my
come from
God.
Jamaica, you're a
Hey,
yardie, but that wasn't the original. That was the original definition.
so Brian is a man in the streets, guys, and Brian know what he's talking about.
all right. Okay. So
So what
Reds,
about you, Reds? What's your
Reds.
thought?
as far as I know, I'm like Winston. As far as I know, when we hear Yachty, it's just a straight Jamaican, like a freshie that just come off the boat. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's
And
all we know.
it come from England.
Yeah, I
Brian,
didn't
England,
know. I
England
didn't
is
know that. I didn't know that.
the floor is for Brian. Tell them what it is, guys.
it's just it's gangs, it's the yardie gangs where different communities going. I mean, like people from Tivoli go to England and link up, and people from Arnott Guard, the gangsters, I should say, and
Mm.
them wreak havoc there. Them do them drugs and me hear say. Tell me if I'm lying. Me hear say English police never used to carry gun until
Them
Jamaican
not
reach.
carrying gun. Me hear that too.
Me say them never used to carry gun until Jamaicans reach there.
Okay. So,
So okay, give us the answer because me know them answer it to what Brian has said, but
so the
you.
conclusion to this is, if you want to piss me the hell off, excuse my French,
Mm-hmm.
Call
call
me
me a
Yadi.
yardie. I don't want nobody to call me no damn yardie. I'm a Jamaican straight, true and true.
Yeah.
So call me a Jamaican, but don't call me a yardie. Like, don't get me wrong. If I'm in a different place at a different time and my settings,
Mm-hmm.
it's good to go. But whilst I'm in the UK, do not approach me and call me no yardie. I'm not no damn
Me
yardie.
Yadi, I know good
So
something.
So in the
so
UK, a yardie is a gang banging, drug dealing, wrongdoing person. So
mm-hmm.
Scotland Yard, we've got a thing called, you know how you got FBI and MAI
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm.
whatever you have in America? So
Yep.
here we have Scotland Yard. So Scotland Yard, that was their term or their keyword whenever they would see the man them on the corner, the man them on the ends doing their drugs and doing whatever, that's what they would say. Those are some yardies right there. That was like
Okay.
the code word. So a yardie to the police here in the UK is a gang banging, drug selling person. Somebody that what Ryan said does all of these things, and you're a gangster basically. So I don't go by the term yardie. No day. I'm a
I
Jamaican. So that's what.
You know what, good vibes?
But me tell
That
you,
was
say the
actually
man used
excellent.
to call me Yadi. That's why him call me Yadi from New York.
Yeah.
Right.
But
And then
him
as
just have
well,
me as a little bad girl, like, when I'm
yeah,
a
and then
virgin.
as well, a lot of people, because people like to group all us Jamaicans in one box and
Right.
paint us in a certain way and a certain narrative. And when people call you Yadi, sometimes they're not coming from a good place.
Good thing, yeah.
They're
Well,
well,
just
here's
basically
here's here's
I,
the
right.
thing. Here's the thing. I am glad you explained that because again, it's all about context. Is what we were talking
Yes,
about, right?
right. So
So
that's
Right.
what
so
I said to
the
you. So if
the
I was in
context,
Jamaica walking and somebody say, "What go on, Yadi?" It's good. It's water under the bridge. It's fire.
right?
But
Well,
here
and here's
here
the
in the
thing,
UK, do not ever approach me and call me a Yardie. Nope.
and,
I
and
want
that's
to call you a Yeti, a Yachty. I want
No, that's what we're gonna call her, Belt Loop.
So
but
Yadi.
as
but
Rowan
here's the
said,
thing. Here's
as
the
Rowan
thing.
Righty.
said, us Jamaican, we put a spin on it and we call ourselves Yardies
Oh, can I
because
have water?
we're saying
So
I'm from Yard.
yeah,
just like how the American blacks
Yeah, stop
change the N
talking
word
to
to an N
right,
word.
right.
Charlie
So
Black
it's
songs. It's
about
Charlie Black. He said,
context.
call me a
Exactly.
yardie, call me a yardie. Me
Hi,
love Benz
Sean.
and Jimmy and Audie. Yeah?
well, hey, I see Shawnee out there. Good to see you. But I,
Shawnee blessings.
Yeah.
here,
But
So
but
anyway,
yeah,
that's all I came up to share because I was going off of what Belt Loop was saying with being a Yankee and all of that. So I just came up just to share that little bit with you guys.
Thank
So yeah.
you.
look,
Thanks, good vibes. Thanks, good vibes.
I appreciate that because, like I
Bye,
said,
Yadi.
we're talking about context, right?
Damn,
I mean,
TT's mixed up, man. I'm telling you,
I know,
man.
mix up TT. And believe it or not, that's a term of
I'm
endearment
not no
because
yardie. I work long and hard and pay my taxes. Move up.
Good for you.
look,
Good for you. Straight.
Yes,
it,
Johnny, I'm
look,
growing
good
food. I
vibes,
have yam,
Yes?
good vibes. Listen,
Yes?
potato.
that term, because here's the thing, it can be used as a term of endearment as well. Because
Yes.
as a military person, or just a person who would travel, I said I've
Yes.
traveled the world with the military for 25
yeah,
years, right?
man.
And every time I meet somebody that's a Jamaican in a foreign country,
Yes.
the
Yard.
first thing we say, where you come from? Yard, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So in that context, it's not a term of derogatory meaning.
No, not at all.
It's a term of endearment because
Yeah.
most Jamaicans, because you have the Jamaicans them too, remember that,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Red,
So
Reds.
the only way you can know the Jamaicans versus
I'm
Jamaicans
I'm
is
China
that
Jamaican, man.
eh? is that most Jamaicans will
Fake.
say, I come from yard. They don't say, you know, I'm
Right.
from, so where you come from? Yard, yeah, man. All
Whereas
right.
that's a different terminology because somebody
Yes.
saying "me come from yard" or "a yard me come from" or "a yard me forward from." That's different, but it's just saying "yardie." Like the police will see you outside, like a black boy, because I've got
Mm-hmm.
one black son, and he's been harassed by the police so many times here for no reason. My boy is a good boy. He's at university doing his last year of studies,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been harassed by the police several times. Him and his friends and whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they will just look at them and say, "You're a yardie, innit?"
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But
wow.
it's that context that it's being used in because
Right,
it's
right,
stereotypical, right? And
right.
it doesn't mean that every police officer believes that. It doesn't mean
No,
that
no,
they,
not at
But it
all.
can mean different things, different
yeah,
place.
it's just
You
like here.
Yeah.
It's just like here in the States, like, they use the term redneck, right?
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
you hear the term redneck and you'd be like, okay, what's a redneck? And it doesn't classify if you
Belt
hear
loop showing his neck.
I'm a redneck.
but that's what I'm saying, right? Okay, I'm gonna let Bet Loop explain what is a redneck.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump down.
All
Okay,
right, good
thanks
All
vibes.
for
right,
Thank
having
you.
me.
baby.
Thank you. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Kay.
you.
Thanks for having me, guys. My name is Good Vibes K. Check out my videos. I'm all
Okay.
about the vibe. No bad vibes like the pork bread that's on the channel. Only good vibes. Okay, I'm out. Love
Make
2020
ya.
sure you guys check out Good Vibes K channel.
resolution.
She
Me
is a
start
vibe.
eating pork. No problem. Thank you.
Reds, wipe your mouth. I can see some oil on your lip. Pork, pork oil. Bye.
Let me just say, me don't come from yard.
Hey.
You know, redneck means something different to different people.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes.
just like I actually have a series of shorts, and I don't know. I'm thinking of redoing them because I don't think anybody ever watches them. It's called "How to Speak Redneck," and in part it's kind of in fun because it's just stuff like, you know, her britches are so tight you can see her religion,
Right.
or you know, hunt, or you know, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Um, and it's just, you know, but the bottom line is you have some people that are going to think a redneck is somebody that's uneducated, lazy, this, that, and other. But to me, a redneck is somebody who works hard, is willing to go out and put, you know, the effort in. You know, it originates from a group of coal miners, I think, that used to wear, you know, red scarves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then it has grown to where, you know, anybody, you know, if you find somebody working out in the fields, you know, working hard, the sun's beating down on him and what have you, a lot of times he'll have a red neck, you know, and to me it just represents, you know, hard work, um, and a country boy more or less.
Mm-hmm.
But people can use anything as a pejorative. The bottom line is, and one other thing that she just said a couple minutes back is that people have a tendency to lump everybody into the same thing, and I
Yep.
think that is true. That's what they don't understand is that there's good people and bad people in any color, in any gender, in any ethnicity, in
Oh
any
my God.
group, and so you have to look at the individual character of
Mm-hmm.
a person, and you can't judge a people by any one. You know, thank you, Shawnee. I mean, that's just the truth. Um, and I ain't gonna speak nothing that ain't true if I can help it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh,
can I expand on that statement where I have this friend and I have this friend, um, and everybody who we know mutually keeps telling me this dude is not a good dude. This dude is not a good dude,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, okay, I have to see it for myself, right? And he was fine until him show me himself because he could not hide it anymore, right? So like him said, there,
well,
there there are people everywhere and there are different people everywhere. One of the most profound statements I've heard from a cartoon, a cartoon show, is that everywhere you go, the sky's up, the earth is down, and there's people in between.
hey,
That's the most profound statement.
I will say I will vouch for Red. All right,
It's not red. It's not red.
hey, no, just play. But I will vouch for Red. He's good people. Y'all,
You talk about red or reds?
Red's real good. I like
Just,
Red.
just say pum pum pack.
Oh, seriously.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Reds. Oh, you got a new name, Reds.
Oh my God.
If, you know, they obviously is a need for it. So, you know, you can't blame somebody for selling something that there's a need for. That's all they're going to
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm going to drop down. I just wanted to come up and say, hey, you
Thank you,
know,
brother. I appreciate you, man.
pleasure.
Thank
Enjoyed
you,
it.
Belt Loop.
God
Thanks,
bless.
Bell Loop. It was funny, man. That was nice.
Well,
So
hey,
I
it was
got
a
one more
pleasure.
question to ask before you go though, because
Yeah.
you know, we've been almost at 2 hours, and I'm trying to keep it 2 hours. So for those of us on the panel right now,
That
I just
now
want to
gone.
ask one more question.
That now gone.
So
Mm,
what's
never.
one trend? What's one trend that you loved and one you wish never happened?
Okay. One trend that I love is heating up a brownie and throwing up ice cream on with some caramel and chocolate sauce on top of it. Whoever figured out to do that, I hope they keep it up. A trend.
Okay, okay. I like that. Okay, so what one that you wish didn't never happen?
All right. All the foolishness out there that started when they try to say, and I don't know, this may be a little charged, but people want to change the meanings of words just so they'll fit whatever narrative they have at that moment.
Exactly.
The fact is, communication is built on an understanding that words have meaning, and
Yes.
when you start changing the meanings of words to suit your narrative, it hinders communication. It's going to do nothing to drive people further apart. So I guess that's a trend that I have.
Awesome.
So
All right.
somebody asked which cartoon is the show name Ninja Scrolls. It's a very old show, so you might can't find it.
Y'all have a good.
So go ahead.
Any other questions?
No, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We'll let the rest of the panel think.
Yeah.
But thank
Take care,
Ben
Baldo.
Luke,
Big up.
thank you
Good
for
to
being
see
up
you.
here, man. I appreciate you, brother.
My pleasure.
So
All right,
my trend that I like it keeps going until you don't want to go anymore.
all
Is
right.
living. It's being alive, being happy, being that. I mean, that's kind of wide, but the one thing I hate, I won't say I hate it. I wish it would go away. Is these guys wearing the pants under them? It's not even at their waist. It's under their fanny.
Under their fanny.
Why has it got to be a fanny now, man? All of a sudden, it's a fanny again.
Under them pum pum pack.
Yeah, pum pack, man. Savage.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
put it
man.
that
Yeah,
way.
man. It has gotten to the point where I've seen guys with their pants with one finger in the belt loop and the pants at their knee, literally at their knee, and they're walking around like this is the style. This is how it's supposed to be worn.
Okay, so that's the trend that you wish never happened.
I wish it would go away. I wish somebody would go back in time and tell Snoop Dogg to put a belt in his pants.
All right. Let me see what before Reds and TT go. Let me see. Shawnee said trend I like growing your own food, calorie crops, quick crops, perennials, natives for wildlife, landscaping with plants you cannot eat. Actually, I agree with that. Cause honestly, the only thing me not eat is the grass when me grow. And would I tell you if I one thing would I love to do is just if it wasn't for the dogs, I would turn my entire backyard into a farm. Believe that. But the dogs will run through it and tear it down. But I agree with that. Thank you for that. So, Miss TT, you're up next. One trend that you wish never happened, and one trend that you glad happened.
Lord Jesus. What a
Here we
spot.
go. Here we go.
No, 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 no. Oh boy. All right. The trend that let me put the one where me not like.
First, all
The
right.
trend that I don't like is pretending. Me not like that. Don't pretend.
What's the pretending?
Like pretending you're someone when you're not that, or you're something when you're not that. Just be your true self.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Don't pretend to be, in the company of others. Just be yourself. And the trend that I love the YouTube trending, because guess what? I get to meet a lot of nice people on here, and I just want to say I love you guys, and I look forward every morning I get up just to see some sweet people. Okay, that is the trend that I love,
Well, I
and I
appreciate it.
pray that the Lord may cover us and give us health and strength, long life. And remember, your health is richness. Okay.
That is it.
All right, guys.
All right. So, Mr. Tony Grits himself, you up next, bro.
What was the question again?
I say what?
Come and listen to me,
No, I might think about the pum pum pack is what I might think. That's why.
I'm trying to think of what color is
I
next.
got I'm distracted right now. After I
All
hear
right,
about that,
question. What's the
right?
question, man? Before you
So the
guys get.
question is, what trends you wish never happened, and what trends do you like? You can
Well, the
answer.
thing is,
It
if
doesn't matter
trends never
which.
happen, it's part of life. Things happen, right? So I'm not gonna say I wish a trend never happened, but I do agree with the pants hanging waist low and all them kind of thing. That especially with young kids being outside, I even see girls doing it now too. So as I have a daughter and stuff like that, I would not like to see her wearing her pants down by her waistline because there's some sick people out here, you know. So I don't really like that trend in a sense. And what would I like to see happen was the other question.
No, what trends do you actually like? So what you didn't like, what do you like?
So the trends I like is I told you about this before. One time I saw a video pop up and it was a bunch of army guys just standing on a base with their hands behind their back, and then their wives or their daughters or their kids would walk up behind them and give them a hug, and instantly they knew who that hug was from without even looking at them. I saw a bunch of that trending for a while and it was like so heartfelt. I loved everything about it. It was so beautiful to watch. And when they finally turned around to see who it was either their daughter or their wife with their child, and they haven't seen them in months, on top of some of them even years. So I found that really hard. I felt that one right to my heart. I like stuff like that. I like stuff that brings families together.
Absolutely. So I guess I'm the last one, right? So for me,
You like Winston? Just admit it. You like the fanny pack, them.
no, we take a pum pum pack still, but we don't know about the funny pack then. But
All right.
anyway, trends that I don't like. I don't like trends that are harmful to people. Um, there's been a lot of trends over the years where people try some crazy stuff and hurt themselves and sometimes unalive themselves, you know, and the influence that social media brings, it makes people do things they would normally do, and you find a lot of people, like the people that originally started it probably did it as a prank or something like that, right? And then people start doing it as a trend and end up hurting themselves or hurting somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
those are the trends that I don't like, even though those are the trends that people watch the most, because it kind of shows you how, um what's the word I'm looking for? People don't have love anymore in the world. I feel like people thrive on other people's demise. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and that's one of the trends that I would wish would go away, but it's the trend that people follow the most. People, because they're sitting behind until it happens to them. I always say people don't care until something happens to them. You know, in any given situation. So those are the trends that I don't like, because anything that's negative, I really don't like, because I'm an optimist. So I kind of feel I'm always a half full kind of glass kind of person. So no matter how bad a situation is, there's always a good that comes with it, right? Because to every yin there's a yang, you know what I'm saying? So for every good there's a bad, and even Loop said it. For me, my concept of the world is there's good people and bad people. That's I don't care what color you look like or what country you're from or whatever. There's good and bad people in the world, and that's it. You know. Um, and again, the opposite end of that spectrum is I like the good trends. I like when people are, you know, showing the things that, because we see so much of the bad things in the world. I like when you see a trend that shows positivity of the good things that people are doing in the world. Helping people. promoting good health, like all these different things that people so much dwell on the bad things in the world that you don't get to see the good things, right? Because the bad things, like they say, it doesn't matter how much good you do in the world, people always remember the one bad thing you do over 1,000 good things that you do, you know? So my hope is that we can see more positivity, especially in the social media realm. Um, there are a lot of people out there doing good things that don't get the recognition, and they're not doing it for the recognition, right? Which is the best thing, right? They're doing it because it's the right thing to do, you know. So my hope for the 2026 and beyond is that we start, especially a channel like YouTube, which is a major platform that reaches a lot of people, that they can promote more positivity. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. So, but yeah, I appreciate everybody that was on the live tonight. It was a vibe. I'm sure Reds is gonna make some shorts from this from this
The
video.
shorts, man.
Reds is
Pum
the king
pum
of the.
pum pum Pac Man.
Oh
You
my
want a
God,
short,
the pum
man.
pum pack. So I just wanted to say one thing. Thanks for everybody that came up on the panel tonight. I hope this is the first Tiki
So
Bar
I
of the
thought we were gonna
2026.
go on the dance floor.
Which dance floor? What y'all talking about? You just not make up things right now. Which
Guys,
dance
we
floor y'all
think
talking?
so we're go on the dance
Which
floor.
dance floor? What y'all talking about?
TT wanted to roll her belly, man.
He said, yeah, oh, yeah.
No, Sister Winston take over that. Winston and Miss Lynn. Them
Roll
take
your
it over.
belly.
What's them a hole in belly? What you know? Fool with
Look,
them.
TT,
Him
I
a bring.
start the gym on Monday, so no more belly rolling. It's gonna be abs rolling after this, So there ain't no more belly rolling. I start the gym on Monday, so I'm
Redstone has started. You heard what he has started this year now?
Oh my God, here we go
You heard?
again. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He said he's
what?
gonna start. Well, actually, he started eating it, but he's doing it little by little. Now, gradually, he will increase the amount that he, consume. Yeah,
Oh
pork.
my God.
Look,
And he
and I
says
want to
he
bless up.
likes the fat part.
I want to bless up Angela
TT want
Auntie
to go
Faith.
for that.
Blessings, Angela Auntie Faith. God will never fail us. Welcome all into the chat. Look, I'm glad you guys. This has been a vibe. I'm so glad that I'm able to get back into the Tiki Bar. And
Yes.
like I said, it's every Saturday at 6 p.m. Um, unless I'm at work and I'm not available, and I will always let you guys know in advance. But one of the things I wanted to just kind of close on was, we talk about trends, and trends keep changing, right? Algorithms will always change. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we as people need to make sure that we are not
Welcome,
falling.
Angela.
We're not falling for the algorithm. I mean, granted, you're in a YouTube space, and that's gonna happen, right? Because again, it depends on what you're here for, right? So if you feel like I will call it your soul is worth the algorithm, right? Then that's on you, right? Don't lose your. But to me, culture doesn't survive because it's popular. It survives because it's protected, practiced, and passed on, right? That's what culture is. We you know. So I want to thank everybody that was our panelist tonight. Thank you for being a part of the conversation, and just as what Red say, let's grow, man. You know, as long as we can
Absolutely.
keep this positivity and keep this community together, we can. There's nothing.
Absolutely.
As what them say, the sky is not the limit. The limit is the sky. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Yeah, I get deep sometimes, TT. You know,
Here we go.
look, I don't use my degrees all the time, but every
Right?
once in a while, you know.
But for me, guys, I just want to say, it's not every channel you go, you're gonna like it, but I can speak for myself. I try to support each and everyone, whoever I can support, and it doesn't matter what you do. Once I'm gonna support you, I'm gonna go to your channel, and I am going to run your things, play your things, just to support you. Because we're all small YouTubers, and
Mhm.
I am here to support.
Thanks, TT. Thank you for saying that, and thank you for being honest.
Yeah.
And the thing is, guys, this is what we all want to do for each other. Just be honest, right? You can
Mm-hmm.
make it when you can make it. If you can't make it, don't take it personal. At some
Yeah.
point, we will come across something and we will join. Remember, we are only one set of people. Even if all 20 of us watched your video, there's still millions of people out there that can be watching it as well. We are just part of the tool that's here to help you grow. And do not take things so harsh. We show up, we sometimes we don't show up, we show up in your lives, sometimes we don't show up. We have so many people we're trying to cater to, and trying to lead down that path. You should never take it personal. This is just you yourself will know that, because you all have a life to live, you all have kids to raise, you all have jobs you got to do. When we get the time, we show up, and this is what it is. And let's move forward and just think about the positive nature of this YouTube thing.
And
Absolutely.
guys, if you can do whatever you can do to make your channel be better, I use the promote button too. And I just
Hmm.
want to say that, Winston, I may don't go a lot,
Right.
but I try
I
it.
don't either, and it's
You know,
it's a
I
good thing. Like I
tried.
said, it's a business. It's a
Yeah.
business
And they
decision
put it
because
there
you're
for
trying
us.
to. Yeah, they put it there for us to use, and they
Hmm.
want us to push our
Yeah.
content beyond just what our comfort zone is, right? Which our
Yes.
comfort zone is our location where we are.
Right.
But the good thing about it is it gives you the opportunity to because YouTube is giving you all these tools to use,
Hmm.
right? They're giving you tools where you can narrate, you can transfer the languages to different languages,
Yes. Yes.
your
Yes.
content to different languages.
Hmm.
So the tools are out there. They're doing it for a
Hmm.
reason because,
Utilize
again,
them
yeah.
if
But
you
so
can.
utilize them and build your content because you never know
Hmm.
who you might help in a foreign
Yeah.
country, and if they can enjoy the vibes that you provide,
Yeah.
based on your authenticity, right? Because we have people from all over the world watching our content, right?
Hmm.
And as much as people complain about the AI and all this other stuff and the technology, it's helping people to connect, where people wouldn't normally understand what your content's about, or even now they can
Exactly.
understand what your culture's about and all these other things, right? And it's for us as content creators to be true to ourselves and kind of get rid of that stereotype that people have about
Yeah.
our culture, right? Because everybody has their own stereotypes about
Hmm.
every different culture. Belt Loop talked about rednecks, and we talk about different things
Hmm.
tonight. And it's about understanding. That's the one thing I learned about communication. It's about understanding. We don't have to
Yeah.
agree as long as we understand why
Hmm.
we think the way we think, because we all come from different backgrounds. We all
Hmm.
grew up in different ways, and
Hmm.
we learn things based on what we see in our bubble, right?
Yeah.
So I remember when I'm going to close it on this. I remember when I was in the army. I remember meeting a girl from Kansas City. I was actually an equal opportunity advisor. So I went to training, and she's a white girl from, like, the middle of Dorothy. Well, I'll call it Dorothy, Kansas, right? The
Hmm.
yellow brick road, Kansas. Never see, and she literally said, "You know what? I had never seen a black person until I joined the
Oh,
military."
wow.
You know what I'm saying? So not through a fault of her own, but
Yeah. It's
based on where
just,
she lived and how she
yeah.
was raised, that's what her concept was of what a black person was, until she actually met somebody for real and realized people are just people.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what I said. There's good people in the world and there's bad people
Hmm.
in the world. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what walk of life you come from. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I appreciate you all. Thank you guys for.
Appreciate you too. And
What about the raid? What about the raid?
Oh,
oh,
well, you guys gotta
Oh,
tell guys gotta tell me
so
who's
who is it? Where is he going?
yeah, tell me who's
TT,
you guys gotta tell me
Yeah.
who I'm
TT,
inviting.
Winston tried to dip out of this one quick, didn't he?
No,
That me I tell
trying to
you.
dip. I wasn't trying to
He
let you
tried
miss
dip,
you.
I
Mix
dipping
up
never
and
want
diving
go
like
for
little
Google
Kim.
tomorrow. Go tell him that me I tell you.
Mix up reds.
I
See there?
almost got to go and tell Goga tomorrow. And I don't want to talk,
Oh yeah, 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 informer.
Hey, informer.
Red. I
Yeah,
don't want to
informer.
talk, man. I don't want to talk.
All
Um,
right. So you guys gotta tell me.
I'm
Okay,
looking to see.
I gotta go to my browser for this. Hold on. Let me open up my browser here. Cause I remember how to do this
Um,
now.
you want us to
Hold
go
on.
to tea time? I don't know. Do you
Is
want?
tea time? Is tea time ready?
Let me look for her. Look, she's
Gotta go
live.
in
Yeah,
my
tea
studio.
time would like that if she's live.
Log into my studio. Keep
It's
talking. I'm
tea
over here
time.
putting in some
Let me
work.
see if tea time I'll go on
Customization.
with something.
Hold on. We're on the content.
Yeah, man, tea time over there. Here are.
Oh yeah, she's live.
Shall talk.
She would love that. She would love the raid.
Okay.
Hey,
Hold on. Hold
whole
on. Hold
patch
on.
out the door with you know. No,
Yeah, I
hurry
see it.
up.
I see it.
Hurry up. Get ready
So,
to go.
all right, Reds. I'm on my
Studio.
studio. All
Deck
right.
C.
Yeah,
Then go to
But he's
content.
on two live. So
content.
normally what he's supposed to
And
Oh,
do is
so
raid.
hold on, Win, because you have two lives too. You might have to do two raids, one for the horizontal and one for the vertical.
okay. Oh, this is new. Okay, so where do I go from here?
So which one are you on right now? You're doing it should have a little phone there that tells you it's sideways or horizontal.
Hold up. Let me go to my lives. Okay. I got I got both of them right now. So I just click on one first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Click on one and then go what? Customization.
yeah, customization. Scroll
Actually,
down
I
to
should hold up. I should be able to click on both. Hold on. Let me
if you
go
Mm-mm.
can
back.
click
One at a time.
one at a
No,
time. 'Cause
I got to do it one at a time.
I don't know if the both will work. You don't want to crash on a Saturday to
No
be
man,
news
make him
to
do
be
it
new
and leave
to
him
be
All right.
alone one
All
at a
right.
time. Leave him. Make
All
him
right.
do
I'm
it,
gonna
no
do it one
man.
at a
Leave
time.
him
I'm gonna
man,
do it
no.
one at a time. So I got
crash
the
on a
first
Saturday
one,
be news on a Sunday.
Yes,
customization, and
Lord.
then what? And then what?
Make a mute and you tell him.
Hold on, where are you now, Win?
So I'm at okay, let me go back. Miss content
Yep,
live.
yep.
I clicked on one of them. I
You
need to
did
click on it itself.
you did the customization already?
Um Customization,
Then scroll down to the
okay,
bottom.
redirect.
Yeah, redirect and search for a
And
channel at the top right hand side.
tea time.
If she's there, yes. So you should be able to see two of her lives happening at the same time. Make sure the horizontal is the one you select for the horizontal, and the
Mm-hmm.
vertical is the one you select for the vertical.
Is one
Tea,
live she on though, it seems.
tea time. Let's see. Tea time, tea
Tea
time.
time with Lady Let's.
I don't see her. Tea time with Lady. Let's Letts.
Yes.
Okay, I see her. I see her.
Yep.
All right. Okay, I got that. Hit save.
That's it. And
It
then
says it
try to
says
do the,
okay, and then do the other one.
yeah.
So she gonna get a double dose of the Chronicles.
Yes, you don't know.
All right, so let's go customization and redirect, and let's go TEATIME with LADYLETTS. There we go.
Guys, make sure you like up the live before you leave, please, for the hard work that was put in.
Yeah.
Like up the live, guys.
So I got everything set. So my people, again, thank you all for checking in. Hold on, let me see if I can find my studio here. Get back in there. Thank you all for checking in. It was a vibe. This was a great live from I was gonna say I was gone for a couple of weeks. This was the first live of the year. Thanks for everybody that's connected to the channel and everybody that connected to somebody else at the Tiki Bar. This is what we do. We get together, we hang out, we have a good time. Rez will be selling pom pom packs in the next week or so.
Boy,
it's, gonna,
that's the.
it's gonna be in the merch. It's gonna be in the merch store.
So, guys, listen, before you leave, just understand that the horizontal will bring you directly. If you're in the vertical, you might have to click go now, okay? Windstone Chronicle Airlines about to take off. Tell them what you serve for hors d'oeuvres.
Yep. Type in Windstone Raid. Windstone Raid. There you go. Good vibes. Windstone Raid. All right. Windstone Raid. All right. So we're gonna go over to
Blessed, I'm shy.
Miss T. Whatever. Miss, I'm doing 30-day lives. Talk about I'm shy. I'm doing 30-day. So does this count towards your 30-day TT?
No man, we do one today already.
You did one today. Well, I saw
Man,
that. I saw that.
yeah.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
Because
So
remember, I was
tomorrow
telling
is
you,
the fourth day.
just because we don't say nothing,
No,
no mean
I
so we
know
not
that
watch, you know.
Winston. Come on, Winston. Come on, man. Winston.
All
Now
right, my
look, man, you're
people.
not sideways. Nobody's sideways. Come on.
So we
Got no
gonna go
me.
over to tea time
Yes.
and
Winston
give our
Reed.
just type in Winston Reed when you get over there. All right.
It's not
Thank you.
Winston. You can pronounce the name good.
Win
Winstone.
Windstone, Wind Space
Yeah.
Stone Reed. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Either one is my name. All
Yeah.
right.
All
All
right,
right. So
guys.
we will see you guys next Saturday. Same
Later.
time. Same good channel. All right. Blessings to each and every one. All right. We got on our road. Much love and respect.
Let's see. Yeah.